this is it. This is really the big one. Manchester United play Tottenham tonight. We've got to do it. We've got to win. My score prediction is 3-2. I think we're going to score, they're going to score, we're going to score, they're going to score, and then at the end we're going to nick it. Someone's going to make themselves a hero. Don't care who it is. It'd be sweet if Højlund does it. Let's go Manchester United. Let's get this Champions League qualification that we need. Let's rebuild. Let's do it tonight. Come on, let's go. United.
Man United versus Spurs, Europa League Final. So yeah, Bruno will score, Ahmad will score. So 2-0. If it stays comfortable, Mount might add another one and it goes 3-0. If it gets tight, I say Casemiro and Mount, both of them score and it ends 4-2. For those who have not watched, go watch Uncle Pat's motivation video. Come on, United.
Hi, Paddock guys. I predict United to win by 4-1. 4-1.
What's happening in the Paddock? I think we win the game 3-2. I think Bruno scores 2, and Mount gets the third. Couldn't care less who their scorers are, but yeah, we win the game 3-2. Nice and easy. Bring the trophy home. Up the Reds, up the Paddock. Let's get it.
Hey guys, Manish here, big fan of the channel. Manchester United versus Spurs for that Champions League spot. I think we'll get this through. I think we'll win it. I don't think we have come this far. The comeback against Lyon, the thrashing of the Bilbao, just to lose it at the end. No, I think we'll win this one. The boys will turn up. They gotta fight for the badge, and they gotta win it for our captain Bruno Fernandes. I'm going for Manchester United to win 1-0. Our captain Bruno to score. Come on boys, let's go.
This is the big one, the Europa League Final. I had to go to Old Trafford for work, and even though we're not playing there, I was really nervous. And as it gets closer, I'm really starting to brick it. The thought of being the team that loses to Spurs in a final is enough to make me nervous. I think the narrative that they battered us in the 3 games they beat us in is wrong. I think they only really battered us in the Old Trafford game. And I think the injured players as well being missing for them, Kulusevski and Maddison, who scored in those games. I also think the pressure will get to them. I think they're going to be nervous. I mean, we've turned up in big games, not even just under Amorim, under Ten Hag as well with this group of players. So I think that gives me some confidence going into this game. And I think we will ultimately win it. I think I'm going to go for 3-1 United.
Thomas Mallow here in front of the greatest achievement in association football. I'm going for 2-0 United. Up the Reds, up the Paddock.
Okay, this is it. This is the big one. This really is the big one. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur in the Europa League Final. I'm very nervous and very excited. I can't wait for the game to start. But I'm going to have to wait because, as you might be able to see here, I'm in South China where it's about 8:30 p.m. I can't even start to think about watching the game until the early hours of the morning. And I think it's going to be a tight game. So when I do get around to watching this, I think it's going to be a very tight game. I think my head is saying Tottenham Hotspur will win this game. But my heart says Manchester United. So I'm listening to my heart. And I think Manchester United are going to just about edge it. So my score prediction is 1-1 in 90 minutes. And after extra time, Ahmad's going to win it for us. We're going to have a 2-1 win in extra time. Come on the Reds.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name is Joe, that is Andy Tate, that is Scotty. Ronaldo will be here in a second. We'll also have Tom Cooney in the building as well, and we might even see a secret little surprise appearance from my dad at some point, which is going to be very exciting, because Manchester United are taking on Tottenham Hotspur in the Europa League Final, one of the biggest games in United's, I would say certainly in the last decade, maybe the biggest game United have had in the last decade. It is a monumental night for Manchester United. So much on the line. There's a trophy on the line. There is up to £100 million in Champions League money. There is Champions League qualification on the line. There's a summer of transfers on the line. There's Amorim's job on the line. There's so much on the line.
No pressure.
Andy, No. Give me your thoughts.
No pressure, Joe. Thanks for the intro on there, man.
How are you?
I'm alright until you started putting all that on us.
There's so much on the line. Am I overdoing it, Scotty? How are you feeling?
You went very game show host there.
It was.
There's 100 million that you could get tonight up for grabs.
With one scratch card.
Yeah.
No, there's so much going on. There is absolutely tons and tons going on. Andy, how are you feeling? Just get me inside of the chest and mind of Andy Tate. How is your body feeling going into this game?
Well, after being nuked, that's probably a dark place, isn't it? But yeah, I'm pretty much relaxed. Last 24 hours, just easing it, just taking day by day.
Yeah.
I say you deal with it when it starts. I'm happy. After what we've been through, I thought it was out against Leon.
Yeah.
Then it's like you get that vibe again. It's like everyone's writing us off. Everybody, whether we win or lose, the haters are going to be there on the keyboard within 5 minutes after the match.
Yeah.
You know, so they're going to be after us. But I've got a good feeling.
Have you?
And it's time to right a wrong after losing in 2021 against Villarreal after lockdown. So I think it has to be, the balance needs to be restored. It's a copper phrase from a movie.
What do you think, Scotty? How are you feeling?
More relaxed than I thought it would be, actually, considering the league position, our form against Spurs this season. There's a lot to sort of say why we couldn't win the game, but looking at the Europa League in its own context is that we're unbeaten in that competition. We've played our best football in that competition. Our players are all come back to fitness at the right time. It's Spurs. They'd have to beat us for the 4th time this season, and again it's Spurs in a cup final. I've been looking at the sort of angst that's going on around Postecoglou and whether he'll have a job in the morning regardless of the result. I wonder how that'll sort of exchange in the changing room. Let's say they get to half time and they're losing 1-0. Will he be able to pick up the team at that case? But I think I'm really confident actually with the return of Zirkzee there. It'd be interesting to see what the starting lineup is, whether Højlund starts up front, because personally I know we'll get into the teams. I'd like to see Zirkzee drop back. I think it's a hell of a lot to be positive for Manchester United in a European Cup final.
It's big, isn't it? We don't get these every day. No one gets these every day. It was that montage that United released earlier in the week of some of the of the European moments that we've had down the years. And honestly, it absolutely got me. It absolutely got me.
It got to me that, but I seen it, and today is like 21st. It's 17 years since Moscow as well. So I caught that on the TikTok videos as well. So it's like gives you goosebumps. But in 91 we were all, in 2021 we were all thinking 1991 it's all aligned, and it blew up in our faces, didn't it? So but I think this time I think the boys are ready. They know the pressure's enormous. They know. I've seen McCullough's interview with Delo giving a message to the fans who have made it out there. I've seen United fans going on boats down to the Bay of Biscay, just docking on the Spanish coast, doing Max and Pad there, in vans as well. So that's brilliant. There's going to be Reds there with tickets, without tickets. So it's. I think the United fans need a reward now, and the players have to deliver, and I'm sure they will tonight.
I'm so nervous. I've got a little quiz for you. Right, what does Barcelona, Rome, Dublin, Rabat, San Sebastian, Paris, Seville, Shanghai, Melbourne, Girona, Poznan and Toulouse all have in common? What do all of those places have in common?
Man United fan clubs?
You're not far off. They're all stops on people's journeys to Bilbao today that follow and support Stretford, Paddock and obviously Manchester United. People are coming from all over. Some of the routes that people are taking are absolutely unbelievable. It just shows like how important the game is, doesn't it? Like when you think some people are coming from the other side of the planet for this game. Yeah, it's just unbelievable. I mean, obviously, I know people do it. People come from around the world for a lot of games. But I feel like the roots and the creativity people are having to have for this one is like beyond normal.
Yeah, I mean, it shows the importance of the fixture for the club and for the fans. And I know like our rivals will downplay it and say it's a second-rate European competition, but you can only play what you're in. You know, and we've got to the final of it. And nerves aside, this is what you want to be a football fan for nights like this. So then in 10, 17 years' time, we're talking about tonight like we are looking back at John Terry slipping on his arse in the European Cup final. But you made a point before, Joe, about it being the biggest game in a decade. I'd probably go further back than that. This feels very much like Crystal Palace in the FA Cup for Manchester United in the replay all about years ago with Ferguson. It has that sort of it has that sort of romance leading up to it. If you look at Maguire's goal in the earlier rounds, that reminded me of Mark Robbins to get us through it.
Yeah, against Nottingham Forest.
And it's easy for a football fan to get romantic, but if you can't get romantic about the sport, then what are you watching it for?
Yeah, it's got to be romantic and emotional and all those things. That's kind of the whole point, isn't it? We've got a few super chats. I'm going to get into those. I'm just so nervous. I didn't think I was going to be this nervous. Do you know when you've been watching all these Europa League ties the last few months and you think, oh, it'd be good. Yeah, Europa would be nice. It'd be nice. The closer we've got, the further it's got. The fact that it's Tottenham. Every day this week I've been chatting to my dad, or I've been chatting on here, or I've been chatting to friends about this game, and I just feel sick constantly.
Just break it down, constantly. Joe. What are you nervous about? United not turning up? I know that your overarching fear will be getting beat in the final regardless. Yeah. But where does where do you base your anxiety at?
I think the main thing that I'm worried about is us losing and the manager getting sacked. Not like tonight, but I think that he'll really struggle to overcome a final loss to Tottenham on his CV. I think that'll be a real unbreakable moment for a lot of people. That will do it. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't. No matter what else he does.
Yeah, there was a rumour going around. Was it somebody? I heard that in the last 24 hours. He offered to quit after the Brighton match in January.
Yeah, there was some suggestions of that as well, wasn't there? And I just think that's the biggest thing.
That just stinks of what happened to Ten Hag last year.
Well, exactly.
Exactly. Some brainiac thought it'd be all right to release a statement. Newspaper sat on this and released it ahead 2 days on a Thursday before the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
So it stinks of very arrogant journalism and lazy journalism.
I mean, it's an interesting time for it to come out like 6 months after it happened, or 5 months after it happened. As Ronaldo Brown joins us, how are you, Ronnie?
I'm good. How are you, Joe?
You've been nervous. You've not been here. Is that what it is?
No. He's been in the toilet. If you looked at his Twitter account.
Have you been in the toilet?
Which one are you referring to? Oh, the
bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably
actually.
traffic on the Monkey
What do you think of that one?
I like that. It was quite good.
Because me and Joe usually go pun for pun. Do you know what I mean?
I don't usually post them to Twitter. Whereas how are you feeling?
Scared, man.
Yeah.
But I can't envision anything but a victory though. I don't know that everyone's going to say that's a jinx, but
you just trust your instinct.
I just
it's the best way to do it.
I just don't see it. I think we've got too many trophy winning characters in the squad in comparison to Spurs. I think things like that matter. I know we've not beaten them in 6 matches, Tottenham. But I think that all goes out the window when it comes to a game like this with a final. With the players and the characters we have in the squad and the club that we are in comparison to the club that we're playing against. But obviously, everyone's saying that it's the year for the first timers.
If you remember some of this squad wasn't winners at all, was there? Because we lost the Europa League and none of them knew how to get over the line because we've had semi-finals, finals, missing out on FA Cup finals. Then we won the League Cup, and then we've gone on from there. So even if it's the smallest trophy, it's giving you the belief you can do stuff. And this is our 4th final in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the team news should be out very shortly. Is the team news out now? It's usually an hour and 15 before, isn't it? In the for the Europa. So we're expecting the team news anytime now, and it is out. Let's go through this, and we'll get it up on the screen once we can. Here's the team. Onana in goal, Mazraoui, Maguire, Mount, Fernandes, Højlund, Dorgu, Yoro, Ahmad, Casemiro and Shaw. Now that's in number order. Let me do that in position order if I can. So we've got Onana in goal. We've got a back 5. Looks to be Mazraoui on the right, Dorgu on the left. Then I think it will be Shaw, Yoro and Maguire as the centre-backs. A midfield partnership of Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes with Mount and Ahmad in behind Rasmus Højlund. So the headlines, I guess, would be no Garnacho, no Ugarte. I think they would be the 2 that you might expect to start that aren't starting there. Give me your initial thoughts on that, Andy.
Well, you see, pretty much his last, I think, against Chelsea and West Ham, that was his hinting at his strongest possible line-up on it.
Yeah.
So Spurs have been chopping and changing the last few Premiership games, and it's shown due to the results. So United have got sort of a settled side. They know what they need to do, and there's no surprise. And it's Me one thing would have been like Xerxes back, maybe him instead of Highland, but the boss has made his decision and we go with that.
Well, just in terms of the bench, and I'll go through that as well before I get your thoughts, Guy. We've got Bayindir in goal. Not in goal. He would be in goal if he comes on. He's not in goal. Is there an in goal on the bench? There isn't, is there? He's just on the bench. We've got Bayindir, Amas, Dallow, Evans, Heaven, Lindelof, Collier, Eriksson, Mainu, Ugarte, Garnacho, and Xerxes, as you mentioned. So pretty much a very, very strong bench there. Obviously, Dallow returning. We've seen Yoro return straight into the starting lineup. And we've also got Xerxes, as you mentioned there, back in the squad as well. Massive that we've got those players back. Ronaldo, give me your thoughts on the starting lineup, please.
That's not too far away from the lineup that I did want. I think the only difference with that team and the team that I won't say it was a prediction, it was more like a preferred 11. I'd say I would have had Garnacho. I would have tried Garnacho up front instead of Hoyland.
Yeah.
I know he's not really played there before, but I just wanted to find a way to not have him starting. Because obviously Xerxes, obviously on the mend. I think it's probably to be fair, it's the same with Euro and he's gone straight in. But for me, it's pretty much how I preferred to line up. I thought he would go for a Bruno Casemiro pivot instead of Ugarte. And
surprised by that a little bit. I mean, I'm not surprised. I can see it, but I did think he would go Ugarte because most of these Europa matches he's gone Ugarte and Casemiro.
Yeah. I think it could be argued though that in a lot of the recent games United have performed better, even in games when he's either not played or come off.
What do you make of that lineup, Scott?
I'm not massively surprised. I think Ugarte has been brilliant when he's been on. I think he's been one of my most criticised players of recently. He's given the ball away quite a bit. Like Ronaldo, I was disappointed to see Hoyland start up front, but there wasn't really much of an alternative there. Was it with Xerxes coming back, which is a great thing? It'd be difficult to throw him back into the starting lineup, unknowing what his fitness is. But with Hoyland starting, I just worry about how they connect up front with the three. Whereas I think when Xerxes plays, they seem to be a little bit more cohesive as a unit when the ball's bouncing around. Be an interesting sort of first 45 minutes. But looking at the positives of the bench, there are some game changers to come off there. If you look at the likes of Mainu, who's done it in the past when he's come on in the Europa, and Xerxes, if he has got enough legs in there. But still, that should be enough to beat Spurs this season.
I think Garnacho off the bench as well is another one where
Garnacho as well.
You can imagine him coming on, can't you?
Ireland's a different sort of player in Europe, isn't he? Because he has scored in two semi-finals and he scored in the previous round as well. So, he frustrates you, but he's got to work hard. But as he proved against Bilbao, he was a problem, didn't he? Yeah. His influence changed the game in the first leg.
We've got the Tottenham Hotspur lineup as well, so we'll go through that. We've got Vicario, Pedro Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, and Udogi. We've also got Bissouma, Bentancur and Sarr, and then Johnson, and maybe slightly surprisingly, it's Solanke, but Richarlison on the left. No Heung-min Son in the starting lineup. He is on the bench. And I'll go through their subs as well. We've got Austin, Whiteman, Spence, Davies, Danso, Gray, Ajayi, Moore, Audebert, Tell, Son, as I mentioned, and Scarlett as well. So I'll go through their team again. Vicario in goal, back four of Pedro Porro, Romero, Van de Ven and Udogi. Then we've got Bissouma, Bentancur and Sarr as that midfield three, and the front three of Brennan Johnson, Solanke and Richarlison as well. So obviously there's certain players missing there. Son not playing, I'm not sure why. Obviously there's Maddison, Kulusevski already out. And who was the other midfielder that didn't get fit in the end?
Bergvall.
Yeah, Bergvall also isn't in the squad at all. I think we knew that already.
I mean, was that a bit of a shock to Spurs fans? He's not in the starting lineup?
A lot of their responses on Twitter are talking about Son. But again, he's not been particularly good.
He's had a great season, hasn't he? This is the first season Son at Spurs hasn't broken to double figures in goals. So in terms of form, there's the reason why he's not
justified.
playing.
Look at the standards he's set for himself, though, isn't it? 7 goals, 9 assists in the league. It's not the worst, but obviously
previous seasons
for Son's standards,
it's like double digits, isn't it?
That's better than Richarlison's done this season. I do wonder. I know he was coming back from injury, wasn't he? Son, I believe. Is that right? Or have I made that up?
You might be going for some increase. I don't know if it's physicality, because what's the first thing I noticed when I looked at Tottenham's team there? That it's a really big, powerful, quick side.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's the type of teams that we struggle against. It probably points towards
people saying it's a Premiership side, but it's still a European side.
How does that line up, do you think? where does this match find itself then? Because obviously
it's not a Premiership game.
Do you think it will play like a European game?
Yeah, I think it will, due to the occasion.
Yeah.
Because us and Chelsea, it provided it in 2008. It was a full-blown on European affair. And maybe with a hint of Premiership in it, because of the due to the edge with Chelsea and with pipping them for the league a week before. So I think you'll get a European style tonight from both sides.
Weirdly, and not that it's weird that I'm agreeing with you, I'm phrasing that badly.
Weirdly, I agree with you.
But I don't mean it's weird that I agree with you. But I think it is weird that the game will play like a European match, but I do think it will. And obviously not entirely, because you can't escape the fact that Tottenham have got a Premier League team built for the Premier League.
Yeah.
But I do think that we're two teams in United and Tottenham that arguably aren't like the other Premier League teams, and that's why we're struggling so much. I know you said, Ronnie, that there's a bit more physicality and athleticism in this team than other teams we've faced, or than maybe even our team. But I do think that, they are lacking something, Tottenham. And I think, much like us, they are maybe not what the Premier League has to offer in terms of quality. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like the two non-Premier League sides.
They've gone backwards. They finished fifth last year, didn't they?
Something like that.
They were only about 4 or 5 points off the Champions League, and we finished 8th. So we've both gone backwards. In the last 12 months.
What do you think to that team?
The Spurs team, I think with the injuries and stuff, I was positive, but then we do look at the physicality of their centre midfield, and that's where maybe Ugai would have been a better choice, and pushing Fernandes further up front to give Casemiro a little bit more legs. But obviously we've seen a lean and mean Casemiro who's never lost a European final, so that plays on our side this evening.
Yeah, you look at the athleticism in the back line as well. Udogie, Van der Ven, obviously, was just destroyed us in that game at Old Trafford for that first goal. It was Old Trafford, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah, lost 3-0 this season.
He ran all the way through our whole half and squared
after
the ball.
we were on the attack as well.
Yeah, absolute, freak physically.
I'm looking at him. I think they might need a big game from Maguire today, because I'm looking at the threat he might pose from set pieces, because we obviously aren't the biggest. I know we've been better this season than a couple of the past seasons we've had in terms of defending set pieces, but I do look at that side and I think that it's a physically more imposing team than ours. Yeah. But hopefully we just got to be better than them technically and just kind of match them energy-wise. I talked about character before, and we've got to have our match-winning characters.
We lost Maguire against Villarreal, didn't we? He got injured in the last few Premiership games, and we really missed him in that final. So it's a point to prove.
It was a corner they scored from, wasn't it, in that game?
Yeah.
Or a free kick, maybe.
A free kick,
a ball into the box.
So I think Maguire's got a point to prove tonight, Mr. Slabhead.
Yeah. Maguire's a mad situation, isn't it, really? Because when you think about the player he was, or we saw him as when he missed that final, to the player he's been and what people have seen him as up and down through the years between then and now, it's amazing that he's sort of come out the other side of that as like a relatively respected, performing player at Manchester United again. Because when the captain's armband took off him, he was getting laughed at and booed on pre-season. I thought, he's done. But he's turned it around and he's stuck with it.
He's had more than enough ample opportunities to walk away from Old Trafford or be sold by the board at any given sort of juncture. Or you could see his maybe form declining and maybe happy to take a back seat. But what you see in Maguire is it's an amazing redemption arc in many ways, what he's sort of overcome especially to where we are this season. And it's maybe him more than any other player, given the sort of 5-6 years of what he's gone through, lifting the trophy at the end would really fit him for his career. Because if you look at the goals that it's the header or the little bit of skill that he was doing out wide that he's done this year, it was really good to see. What I like, what you want to see with Maguire, that sort of tenacity and belief in yourself, is what I'd like to see amongst other players. And we've got Marcus Rashford that's gone out to Aston Villa. If he's shown the same sort of like courage and bravery and belief in himself that he can turn stuff around. And I think that's what Maguire's certainly done with his career at Manchester United.
It's amazing, really. And what is he now? 31, I think, Maguire? He's just a bit younger.
Yeah, because
he's 32. Yeah, he's just a little bit younger.
He started off well, messed up in between for 2 years, and he's just come back. He's done a complete 360. Yeah. Because he was, to be fair, he was mouthing off a lot. Remember his goal against Albania, giving him that to Roy Keane. Give him, you know what I mean?
I think it's so funny that a centre-back thought that would like shut everyone up.
Yeah, you're not going to shut up Roy Keane with that.
Like missteps, though, like unprofessionalism or biting, as people say, to the criticism and all that. I think it was very much the low end of what you would expect from a human being that got as much criticism as he did. He did one interview saying, "I know I'm good enough." And that, I think
just before the Liverpool game, and he got ridged within 2 minutes.
I know, and I'm not saying that it was the right thing to do, but he did that, and he did the hands behind the ears. I think in the grand scheme of things, that is very tame for what someone might have said in his position. Like, we had Sancho arguing with the manager on Twitter, which is amazing. Even Rashford doing a full interview with Henry Winter, kind of coming out and saying about, if the fans don't want me there, then I won't be there, kind of thing. And I'm not expecting him to leave because of it, but I do think that he handled it as well as anyone could be expected to.
I do see him as, I think he's going to be here permanently now. Fair play to him. He's going to be a part of the squad for the next year and the following season.
Let's get into some of these comments and super chats then. 4,500 people watching, only 300 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes, please. If you're watching, please hit the like button. We've got Tom Cooney coming in a few minutes. We're going to hear from him, and also, like I said, we're going to have my dad coming on in a few minutes as well for the first time ever, which is very exciting. A full name Huggy with a super chat says, "Let's all hope United can pull one more performance out of their arses and bring home our 3rd trophy in 3 years for my birthday. Up the Paddock, come on." That's impressive, birthday and all.
And McCullough's birthday today, or is it tomorrow? Because he was saying something about it. McCullough was saying something. It's his birthday today or tomorrow.
I'll see if I can. It must be tomorrow. It might be today though. I feel bad now. I've not said happy birthday if it is today.
McCullough was saying it. Was it?
It's Adam's birthday as well. Have I not said anything? I need to.
Is that
what sort of a friend are you?
How did you know about it?
And what sort of a mate are you, mate?
I had no idea that it was Adam's.
Because he was saying something about it when he was here for one of the games.
Let me have a look. Has he put something up for his birthday? It's tomorrow, apparently.
Oh, there you. Because he was saying something about it's round about the game.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's tomorrow.
That's fair. Well, make sure you send it.
Okay, it's tomorrow. Great. No, thank you.
Reprieved.
Jason McAvoy says, "For one last time, what time are Newcastle playing tonight, Ethan?" I've sent it to him. He's yet to read it. Although he hasn't been on WhatsApp since I sent it, so I'll give you the update on that.
He's probably seen it in the notification centre.
Not many games on tonight, but I think there's a national conference game as well.
It's all about United tonight.
Yeah.
It's all about United. James Stewart says, "If we lose, I might jump." Bloody hell. Glad Yoro is back. Yeah, Yoro being back is massive. I think. I hope we're not forcing it with him. We don't even know what was wrong with him, do we? It depends what it is. If it was a muscle thing, then I think 10 days.
Just a niggle, like you feel something, and just be precautious. That's all you need to be.
Yeah, but I'm more. I don't know.
Don't aggravate it.
It's definitely one of those where if he wasn't a Europa League final, he wouldn't be playing.
No, exactly.
I think it's one of those. Maybe give it.
You're 70% available. Just here's a painkiller.
Yeah.
Get on the pitch. You know what I mean?
Strap it up. Hopefully, it's something like it's a bang rather than a stretch or a pull. Because if he's done his hamstring or something, then obviously he couldn't be playing. It was 10 days ago he did it.
Because isn't there some circumstances, if you got big games like this to end the season, where you and the club can be like, let's hold off on something that's possibly surgical if I could still play, and I'll do it in pre-season.
Yeah, I mean, look at Jude Bellingham. He's had his shoulder injury for 2 years, and he's only having surgery on it now. So, that happens relatively often.
Because Madrid's got nothing to play for.
Silly extent. So. Yeah, exactly. I've read James Stewart's one already. What have we got here? Fitz says, "Is this our biggest game since Ferguson retired?" In terms of, I value the FA Cup higher than the Europa League, just fundamentally. And beating City after losing to them the year before, for me as a fan, I think was the biggest game. Me and Jay spoke about this on the preview. But I think in terms of as a club and as in terms of the consequences and knock-on effect for Manchester United as a football club, I think this is the biggest game since Fergie retired.
You have to be in something at the end of the season. That's what you strive for.
Yeah.
Any team, like whether you be Man City, Liverpool, you're in something for the end of the season. Now this is our 4th final in a row. Will we get anything next season? Who knows? So you take what you get.
Yeah,
I think the difference with winning the FA Cup last year against City, as brilliant as it was to beat our rivals, especially as they'd done us the year before, I don't think the magnitude surrounding the club was as much as is riding on today's game. With everything that's happened this season, and then where you want to go forward in terms of what does it mean for the manager. I think you alluded to it earlier on. If United were to get beat tonight, that's a hell of a big job that he's got to try and do next year to try and turn that around, the belief in some fans and some players and the money that comes with Champions League football. So it's the amount of jeopardy and what's up for stake today. So I would say personally it is the biggest game since Ferguson retired.
What do you think, Ronnie?
100%. I think it's one of those games where if we lose, it could possibly be, obviously the repercussions of that is you go into the window, less money, the financial side of things is really tight anyway, and then also you lose that kind of allure of having Champions League football in terms of convincing players of that level to come and play for you in the transfer market. I think where we are now as well with the league campaign that we've had back to back, we need this Champions League football because it's not even about playing in the competition really next season. Obviously that's always better. It's just about the financial part of it and who it might enable us to buy because we know how important the summer is.
It is mad that we're talking about financial transfers.
That's what I mean.
When we should be talking about the matching with fans, but it's the way our club has been dragged through the mud in the last 20 years with the owners, unfortunately. Now we've got to do this, you've got to do that. With all that. Oh, you got to finish fourth, like Arsenal, the fourth place trophy, 4-4, third, fifth, and you know it's the way the beast has become now, and it really is tragic.
It is a bit of a shame. I agree with you there, Andy. It is a shame that we're talking just as much about the financial ramifications of this game as we are the actual trophy lift of it all.
Yeah.
Like I know the Europa League, we think we're kind of a club that should be focusing and trying to win the Champions League because we've won it 3 times. That's what we know.
I tell you what, Arsenal would swap in an instant for to be in our position tonight to try and win a trophy. Especially with Tottenham, it's a trophy. A trophy's a trophy.
Well, it is interesting.
Arsenal's played beautiful football the last 3 years, and they've got sod all to show for it. Yeah. And now they're turning on the manager. So.
Yeah, it is interesting the difference between Man United fans looking at tonight's game with an eye on the future and the financial repercussions, whereas Spurs have got more of a sort of, we've not won a European trophy in, 40-something years. There's a different sort of narrative that's been attached.
62 cup winners' cups, Jimmy Greaves and that, yeah.
I still think it's a bigger game for us than them. And that might obviously be...
I do, yeah, because
Why?
Obviously, they've got a trophy drought to win since 2008 League Cup, but I just think for United and where we are, I think this game matters a whole lot more for us than them. And I don't know if that's because I view United as a football club, our ceiling is higher.
We sound like
Spurs anyway.
We sound like the Wolf. We look like the Wolf of Wall Street. This is a board meeting, executive before kick-off.
I know, it's embarrassing.
We should be talking football, not bleeding
but
figures.
You can't help it though, can you? And especially the way that PSR and FFP have kind of constrained teams, and it becomes an exercise in getting around.
It's 10 years ago, you didn't even know what FFP was.
I know.
PSR.
Wait, we've got a PowerPoint to show you now.
United's 10-year plan.
Fucking hell, yeah. Growth,
forecast,
money, projections, no Europa League football. This is what we want if we get Champions League football, people. And if we get nothing, you're paying.
Yeah. We do actually have something to show you because obviously we, as much as it's great to have us here, there are a few faces missing. Jay and Adam McCall in particular. Who are over in Bilbao with
Lucky
producer
sods.
Ben. Yeah, exactly. And they have been speaking before the game. I think they're outside the stadium with their predictions for the big one.
Yes, people, we are on the way to the San Mamés Stadium, which I've heard means big titties. Is that true?
It must be true. I heard it on the internet. It's always true. Go on then, give us your score prediction, because you've been a bit nervous lately, haven't you? You've been a bit like, I don't know if we're going to beat Spurs. I'm Adam McCall, I keep saying Twitter when it's coming in and I've lost my bottle.
Listen, you mug. Man United are winning. Casemiro's scoring. Bruno's scoring. And them Spurs twats are going to go home crying.
I've been saying it all week. I go 3-1 United.
3-1 United. Spurs score first though, so it's going to be a bit squeaky. Come on, Rex.
We're Man United. Got this.
Right, there you go. As you can hear, rather confident there. We're joined by a special guest, my dad. How are you, Dad?
All right, son.
That's brilliant.
That's my son there.
I think we can get the team up as well. You've seen the team. What do you make of the team?
I thought you guys had been playing. I always like to see somebody who can stop people in midfield.
Yeah.
He's not quick, but he's busy and he gets among them, and we haven't got anybody like that now.
No.
So it's always a worry, especially as you said, Spurs got a bit of power in there.
Yeah. That is my worry as well. Everyone's saying, I think because people call me Jesus, people are calling you God, which kind of it follows, doesn't it? A little
that's
bit.
About right,
Papa Smith. We talk literally constantly about Man United on the phone, over text, all the time.
Other things, but mostly.
Yeah, mostly United. In terms of this season, How big is this game? Did you expect us to get to a final? Is it weird that we've been so bad in the Premier League and we're here? How does it feel today? We've been talking like business people rather than football fans.
It is weird how bad they've played in the league, and they haven't played that much better in the cup, but they've managed to get through. A couple of sending offs have helped.
They have.
They've never been that convincing against 11 men, really, have they?
No.
So that's a bit worrying. It's just a one-off. Cup final's a one-off.
Yeah.
All day I've been seeing Tottenham celebrating, Tottenham scoring in my head, Tottenham fans at the end. So United probably win 2-1.
Yeah. I think that there's something to that. I've had the exact same thing of all of our players on the pitch afterwards, just like walking around, trudging around, hating it. A lot of people I speak to, like friends, whoever. I think Jay said it on the preview. People sort of can't imagine us losing, and like, oh no, United will win because they have to, because that's what we do. And Tottenham just don't. If we do lose, then all of a sudden people have to face that reality that up until then they've not even been able to imagine. How damaging do you think it would be to lose? And then all of that, oh my God, Tottenham can win, we can lose, this is worse than I thought, floods in.
But we knew that anyway because we lost them 3 times this season. But
that's true.
It'll seem tonight will be murder. If we lose, it'll be terrible.
Yeah.
But if over the summer that will go away, but the other thing that will go away over the summer, maybe some of the players, the cash. Yeah. I know you talked about it. It's not a board meeting, but that's a big deal in terms of attracting players, keeping your best players, and giving the club a bit of a boost. It's, as you say, it's bigger than just a game.
Yeah, it is, which is mad, really, isn't it? We've got loads of super chats as well. We'll get into some of these, and then you've given your prediction already, haven't you? 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, 2-1. Ellen says it's everybody's birthday today. Yeah, it is in a way. Benjamin Toppin says my birthday's Friday, and all I want is European trophy with United's name on it. That's not too much to ask, right? That Man United video got me too, Joe. No shame. Come on, United. Got a few bits to go through, actually. But first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about tonight's sponsor, which is Betfred. We've got a little bit of a bet builder as well that you saw from Jay there and myself. So here's our 2 options, right, if you want to join in with these. We've got mine there, which is 33-1, match result United to win, over 2.5 goals. Fernandes goal anytime, Casemiro to be carded, and Dorgu to be carded as well. Then you've got Jay's as an option as well. United to win, over 3.5 goals. Fernandes 2+ shots on target, over 9.5 corners, and over 6.5 cards. If you want to join in on any of those, make sure you do. Of course, as well, as always, you have to be 18+ and be gamble aware if you are going to be using Betfred, but make sure you go and check them out, and thank you to them for sponsoring the show. We'll hear a little bit more from them later on with some odds for the game as well, because I'm worried about this, and I'm worried about how confident people are that Manchester United are going to win tonight. Let me get into some of these super chats then. Steve Doyle says biggest since the 90 FA Cup final, given what it means. I don't think so. I think that you can't say that this game tonight is bigger than a Champions League final. Sure.
Coming from a generation before you were born, sir.
Go on, Andy.
I could say it is.
But it's not, though.
It is.
Because United in the Champions League.
If Fergie Duck loses that cup final,
yeah,
the next 25 years never happened.
Yeah. But I'm saying that between then and now, there has been games bigger than this. I'm not saying that. I think that game might, the 90 FA Cup final might be one of the biggest games in our history, yes, because it can make
if this is a platform.
But I think the Champions League final is bigger than this game, not than that game. Do you know what I mean?
The FA Cup was a platform to launch the club and launch Fergie. This is in the same bracket for Ruben.
I mean, if Ruben goes on to stay for 26 years and wins anything like what Fergie did, then this game is bigger than a Champions League final, obviously. But I just think it's such a big, the Champions League is so few and far between. But I do think, obviously, it's an absolutely massive game tonight. Absolutely massive. Go on.
I think this game, we've got further to fall if we lose it.
Yeah, that's
true. If you lose a Champions League final, you're still up there.
Yeah.
And we were. But now, this drops us down financially. But look, we're all in the league.
Yeah. It puts us back.
It puts you back a long way, confidence-wise.
We'll be just 16th with no trophy, no Champions League, no Euro.
And there will be blue murder against Villa on the last day of the season.
Yeah. Do you think it in terms of Amrim, though, as the manager as well? Because obviously, talking about what it means for us financially, but what does it mean for the gaffer? Because he's come under a lot of pressure with the league form. Obviously, it's not been good enough. I think we've won 6 games out of 27 in the league. Something.
Yeah.
obviously not good enough.
Drawn 2 of the last 8 league games.
Yes, and it's one of them where we talk about optics a lot, but they do matter. If he loses again because I think everyone's kind of hinged on the fact of it doesn't matter because we've lost this game because we've got a European final and can get Champions League. If we end up losing tonight, obviously in a bad way, he's likely going to be here over the summer anyway. But how much pressure does it put on him going into next season? Similarly to how Ten Hag was last year.
I think a lot of us have written off the season for weeks now, because of this final, but also or this competition. Because he's going to build in the summer and we're going to go next season. But if he doesn't win this, what we're going to build with?
That is my worry.
He's even said it, and he's judged me after the first 10 Premiership games. Yeah. So it's like he's going to get backed. They've got his corner.
Yeah.
The people upstairs, not as much as we don't like the people upstairs, but they've got his corner. There's a structure in place. It may not be the best, but they're going to back him and try and get what he wants and judge him after 10 games next season. Yeah. Because he's even said that.
Yeah. People are comparing you visually to Christopher Walken. You've had that before, haven't you?
Yeah.
I do see it.
I've had a lot worse than that as well.
I'll take that. Let me get into some of these super chats. I think we should have. Tom is still a few minutes away, but he'll be here well before kick-off. Don't worry about that. And we'll get Scotty back on in a few minutes as well.
Not going to reply to him.
I ain't got time to reply to him now. He's the one that's late. Saeed says Ahmad versus Spurs fullback will decide the game today. I think it is massive that Ahmad's playing for sure. Vinay says, come on lads, pump up the energy levels. Why so serious? Because you've got to talk about the serious things as well. We've got an hour. We've still got 45 minutes till kick-off. We're going to be slowly ramping up the energy levels. Don't worry about that. It's going to be plenty to talk about. Very exciting. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be bogged down for an hour.
Yeah,
it's based on how United do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not easy to be positive and confident the whole time. United have had the worst season we've had in 50 years. I think almost exactly 50 years. So it's going to be hard to be completely optimistic and confident in the build-up, I think. In terms of this team, where do you think, Ronaldo, this game's going to be sort of won and lost? What are you looking at there as the game changes for United, positively and negatively?
Do you know what I actually wanted in a little bit of a... if I'm looking at the same personnel, I would have still adjusted a few of the players around. I would have had Lenioro as the left centre-half and Mazraoui as the right centre-half. I would have pushed Luke Shaw up to left wing back. I know his hamstrings are basically string cheese, but I would have put Dorgu on the other side because I've seen a couple of cameos with Dorgu as a right wing back with Ahmad, where they've looked fairly decent. For me, I just think you really don't get the best out of Mazraoui when he plays as a right wing back. I think he's much better as a right centre half, and I don't think the relationship is really there on that side with Ahmad. To me, I would have put Luke Shaw left wing back, dropped Maz to right centre half, and put Euro to left centre half. I think that's the change that I would have made to that.
My only worry with that would be Luke Shaw getting up and down all game, especially with if it is who's it on that side? It's Porro, isn't it? Porro and Brennan Johnson. With Shaw kind of trying to do that running, that would scare me a little bit. But I agree with you on the Mazraoui front. He doesn't offer that same.
Mad how we talk about Luke Shaw. We talk about him like he's an OAP.
I know, but he's been.
Do you know what I mean?
He's out for a year, wasn't he?
Yeah, this guy is meant to be potentially an all-timer as a left back. Obviously, he's not gone that way with some people argue about him taking care of himself and he's injured.
And he's had a big chunk of game time out for the last 18 months.
But ability-wise, he's still a top player, and he was meant to be someone that was a bit of a marauding left back. He probably isn't quite that now, but I think he's had enough games since he's returned. I just don't want to coddle Luke Shaw. If he can't play the way we want him to play and run up and down and sprint, and we have to kind of look at him as this kind of old timer that need to save his legs. I'd rather not play him. Honest to God.
McKeel with a super chat says GGMU. What's Mr. Smith's favourite McCartney song? I don't know. His picture, his profile picture is Paul McCartney. So I don't know if it's a coincidence that you happen to really like Paul McCartney.
I don't think it's a McCartney or Lennon song. Bulldog I've been playing the last couple of days. That's in my head all the time, so that's one of them.
Bulldog.
The other one would be not from the album before Band on the Run. I can't think of the name of it now. So we'll go with Bulldog.
Bulldog. There you go. What we got here? Ollie Harris says Maguire and Shaw next to each other makes me nervous. I don't know. They've played next to each other hundreds of times now, and they for England and for Man United. Surely we can make that work.
You got to, otherwise you're not getting anything tonight. So reputation's on the line tonight. Everything's on the line. Egos, transfers. You name it, it's on the line tonight.
Right, we're going to get Scotty back on. Thank you, Dad. Thanks for coming on.
Just one thing, I'm not so worried about formations and positions, just play well.
Yeah.
Run about more than them.
Yeah.
And when you get the ball, do something good with it. That's what we've been lacking for months, weeks. Just play well.
Just when you battle, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. And help your mates out.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
Right,
I'll go on that one.
Cheers.
See you. Thank you.
We're going to get Scotty back in. Like I said before, Tom Cooney will be joining us in a few minutes. If we can get the build up on the TV as well, that would be lovely if possible, everyone. Thank you very much. Scotty, you've had a minute.
Okay.
You've marinated off camera. What
Nando's sauce.
Nando's sauce. What have you come back with? How are you feeling? How have things changed when you're out there?
I'm feeling intimidated because I just kicked Christopher Walken off his seat.
Yeah, someone said Christopher Walken from Walkden, but he's not from Walkden.
No. Sunbed Scotty over there, innit? I just noticed.
Yeah, you are
Not
looking
Sunbed Scotty.
What is it?
River Mersey.
You've been in the River Mersey.
Yeah.
No, this is authentic Manchester tan last 2 weeks. That's authentic
Tan.
tan.
A bit of a tan there as well.
Yeah, but I am white on the other side. So, but yeah, I've had Manchester tan for the last fortnight. Pretty good.
Just on the front.
Yeah.
People giving you nice praise and comments in the chat, Dad. Someone say great. I'll pick the good ones out. No, it's generally all good.
Do a Scotty.
A Richard E. Grant comparison as well. You've had that before, yeah.
Richard E. Grant.
All sorts going on. Apparently my mic is quiet, but that was one person saying that, so we'll keep an eye on that, obviously. I want to go over the Tottenham team again, because I'm worried about certain players. Van de Ven is one that bothers me. Also Romero versus Højlund. I know we've got to a point where we almost don't expect anything from Højlund, which is a sad state of affairs. But Romero is physical. He likes sort of, I don't want to say taking the piss, but he's up for those games and he's up for getting stuck in and elbows and standing on your toes and pulling your shorts down and all that sort of stuff. How does Højlund deal with that? Do you think he can? How can we do anything except play with 10 men tonight?
Play into it. If there's a challenge, go down. If he's a physical player and it likes to crack strikers, go down. Make him make a mistake. That's the key. Because if you can't score, get a free kick, get an advantage, get a pen, whatever.
Yeah.
Use it against him.
The thing is, he's going to struggle with the hold-up play, isn't it, with that sort of physicality, and it's not his strongest suit, is it, Højlund? And am I right in saying Romero's only one of 2 players at Spurs that have actually won a cup?
Who's the other one? So he's won the World Cup, obviously.
He's won the World Cup. I'm pretty sure. Is this might be Son, but I think that was like doing the Asian. Did he win an Asian Cup?
Oh yeah, he might have done.
But yeah, I think he's only one of 2 players at Spurs that have ever won anything.
That's weird, isn't it? Because I know that obviously they are a team that themselves haven't won a lot, but they've made a lot of transfers in the last few years. You go through this team, most of them weren't here 5 years ago, and yet none of the players they've bought had won stuff.
I mean, their last final was 2021, wasn't it, against City?
Yeah.
And he lost, and he sacked the manager a week before the cup final.
Can you imagine the agent going like that? You've not won any trophies, and we've got your move to Spurs.
It's tough, isn't it?
You are right though. I think everything about Romero and his attributes and play style just seems like a nightmare matchup for Højlund.
Yeah.
Which means that Højlund's going to do him today.
Yeah, that's
just how it works.
It does feel like this could be like a Rocky mover, where Højlund is getting battered for all the rounds up until this point, and then pops up with a goal.
I'm so excited. I'm getting to the point where I just want it to start now. I just want to see what it looks like, because I've got a feeling that we'll know within the first 15 minutes what tonight's going to be. Because the finals that we've lost or not done well in the last few years, we haven't played well. We didn't play well against City. We basically started a goal down in that FA Cup final. I think you look at some of the other big games when we play, we don't usually play bad and win. We play well and win. So if we look good and we start well, I think we might be all right.
They don't seem that tense in the camp though, do you? Know, when you've seen the like the press conference when they were joking around between Maguire, Fernandes and Amorim.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, I've seen clips
well,
of
it. They do seem a little bit more relaxed at United camp than they do over in the Spurs camp.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Before that, Man123 in the comments said, would be good to show the subs alongside this starting 11 graphic. No. I don't know. I don't know when that was written, but this starting 11 graphic's been on the screen for about like 5-6 minutes. So yeah, they're there. Look at the bottom where it says substitute.
Maybe he hasn't got his glasses on or something.
Or maybe he's just got one lens in his glasses and it's just looking at the right hand side of the screen and the left is all blurry.
Saying he's a pirate.
Potentially, yeah.
He's right-sighted.
Yeah, he's right-sighted. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to talk about that. The contrasting kind of moods and feelings around the two clubs. Even though obviously we're in both completely dire, unacceptable situations in the league, Ange's press conferences, not just for this game but recently, have felt like a boxing match. It's him versus the press. It's him finding ways to argue. It's I'm not a clown, mate, referencing articles written days before. He always seems to be sort of on the front foot, not attacking, but he's very quick to make things confrontational. Whereas Amorim has gone the other way. He's almost that self-deprecating to the point where you can't really attack him because he's already said it. And that means that he can be a little bit more relaxed. Like you said, they were laughing, taking the piss out of each other. Bruno's suggesting that if he loses, he's going to get sacked in the press conference. Do you think that matters, Andy? Do you think that the way that the two teams have approached it and the leaders of those two teams, the managers, the contrasting tones?
Yeah, you've got to be a bit laid back in a final. You can't be totally focused on absolute serious. You got to have a bit of a camaraderie.
There you go.
Say that. I couldn't say that for tonight. But yeah, you got to have a laugh and a giggle. And yeah, it's amazing how the press can go after one person in the Spurs manager. Then maybe next season they'll be coming after our manager. So it's like who's picking? Who we're gonna go after? And next season it could even be Pep. Yeah. So it's the way the press are very nasty.
No, but it's a game that you have to learn how to play, and I think that Postecoglou sort of basked in the amount of sort of press attention because he was everyone's best mate, wasn't he, in the first season. And I think this year, because they have shown him a little bit more needle and he's not been able to deal with it, and he has become more confrontational. And I think in many ways he's making more problems than he needs to.
Yeah.
But just don't. If someone's saying something,
Jose.
Yeah, but you
Jose wasn't United.
You don't need to bite. And obviously he's got a lot of pressure going on because by all accounts this is going to be his last game. But you contrast that with Amorim, and you said like he's self-deprecating. It reminds me of remember the 8 Mile movie with Eminem, the final rap scene where Eminem's saying, "Well, you can't say anything about me because I'll say it about myself." That's Amorim in a press conference. Like, we are crap.
Yeah.
We're
the worst we've ever been.
Yeah, go at me.
Yeah.
I said it first.
There is a bit of that though, and I do think that has attributed to the contrasting tones, because Ange always feels like anytime someone criticises him or mentions that Tottenham's bad, he does that whole thing of like, well, yeah, of course we're bad. Like, what are you bringing it up for? Like, it's obvious. You know, he's almost like doing that sort of, why are you even saying it? Yeah, why are you asking me that? I know I'm bad. Whereas Amorim's like, oh, it's even worse than you're suggesting, mate. Honestly, you don't know the half of it. I just feel like Ange is always very much sort of, I don't know, just you scratch him a little bit and the scab comes off and he feels like he's ready to attack at all times. And I wonder how that affects the dressing room.
That poking a wild animal with a stick and he snaps.
Yeah, I wonder how that affects the dressing room. Will they become a little bit rattled if United score first? If things are cagey going into the last 10 minutes, will they, lose their heads a little bit? Will there be a couple of extra tackles in there? My dad mentioned before about the red cards that have been against United this season, or especially in the Europa. Are they a little bit more likely for a red card if the atmosphere in the dressing room is aggressive and angry and snappy and just everyone's sort of at each other a little bit? I don't know. I'm predicting and hoping, I think, but if I was a Tottenham fan, I would wish that it hadn't been quite so adversarial all week from Ange, because it does feel like he's just pissed off all the time, doesn't he? It's a weird one.
He's got to back up his statement, hasn't he? Everyone's made a lot of the fact he came in and he said, I always win things in my second season. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's...
And he does, but it's when you say that when you're Tottenham manager, it's a lot to live up to, isn't it? I'm worried. Stuff like that, I can just see the montages on TikTok already.
But it's not like he's won La Ligas or European Cups, is it?
I mean, with the greatest respect, it's Scottish League, isn't it?
It's like, I won the Egg Cup race at the second time I won it.
I mean, for some... him up there, he's pipping Rangers every season. He's doing something, right? And he's winning cups, but it's a different kettle. It's a different league to the English Premier League.
Yeah,
I get it. A trophy's a trophy. If you're at a club and you treasure it, don't you?
Yeah, I know, and I want to see what he has won, because he actually has won a decent number of trophies as manager. I know it's been at such teams as
doubles, trebles,
Whittlesea Zebras and stuff like that. But he's done it, and he's come through and he's won those things. He's won National Soccer League Premiership in the 90s. He's been doing this for a long time. He's won under-17s championships with Australia. Brisbane Roars won the A-League Premiership. He won the Scottish Premiership both seasons he was there. He won the Scottish Cup, the Scottish League Cup twice as well. And he's won the Japanese League, the J-League as well in 2019. So, I know they aren't huge trophies, but they're the ones he was managing in. They're the cups that he was there for, and he has won stuff. Do you think does that worry you at all? I know that you can't, the universe doesn't just give you a trophy in your second season because it's part of the sequence, but like this thing that he maybe has something that can help his players get over the line in big games.
I don't know how much I buy into it, to be honest. Okay. It's a great record that he's got, and I think it can only buy him so much with the players saying, well, they've got a lot to do. Ange isn't going to be out on the pitch. True. This team might be on the verge of winning a cup in his second competition, but it's also a team that's just one place above the relegation zone.
Yeah. So, how has that happened for them? Do you think? Because it makes more sense for us because we finished 8th last season. We sacked our manager. Our goal scorer from a couple of years ago, Rashford, isn't even at the club anymore. We've not replaced him. 16th doesn't make sense, but I can see it. They finished 5th last season, spent a decent chunk of money on a new striker. They've got I would say, a better squad now than they did when they finished 5th. And they're like the worst team in England or the worst team in the Premier League that aren't being relegated. How do you think that drop-off's happened, Andy?
Injuries have played a part this season. They've lost players at key times during their season. They've come back and you think they've turned the corner, get a couple of results. Like you said, they turn up against Arsenal and they turn up against Chelsea sometimes. Then they'll go and lose 2-1 at home to Ipswich.
Yeah.
So it's the way it is, isn't it? Nobody could see United's struggles and Spurs at the start of the season because we were all thinking top 6. You're trying to get into Europe next season, and this is where we are with a 1-game chance in a million.
I know. Just so we know, on the graphic here, we've got 2 Mazraouis. I know Ronnie wanted him to play centre back and wing back, but that can't literally happen. So I think one of them.
He's number 13 now.
If we can sort
Good if it was a
thank
twin.
You very much.
Or a brother.
That would be possible.
That's the next step after VAR, cloning technology, your players. So that'll be the next big thing, bringing it into football. 2 are the same.
In terms of big game players, we've seen Casemiro on the screen. He's been talked about by TNT. I wanted to talk about him. He's won more European trophies than Manchester United as a football club have, or certainly more Champions Leagues than Manchester United have. How important is it having someone like him in the dressing room and on the pitch, and also a little bit about what he, it seemed like he was done at Man United, and now we're talking about him being one of the most important players for a final. How impressed are you with that?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it echoes Harry Maguire's journey just over the space of a season, really, because I think last year a lot of us were writing him off. But if you look at the big games that United have played, I think like the Carabao Cup final, he stepped up there. In Europa League this year, he stepped up. There was a time this season, just around the time when Ten Hag left and Amarin came in, that it looked like Casemiro's days may be numbered.
He was dropped for the FA Cup final, wasn't it?
And you expect him to sort of, he'd put on a better weight and stuff, and you thought, right, well, he's sort of being put out to pasture towards the end of the season. We might not see him again in a United shirt, but credit to him, he's gone away, done the training. His relationship with Amarim seems tighter than ever, and Amarim's come out and said that we probably weren't using Casemiro to his strengths. He hasn't got the legs that he used to have, so he's been getting a little bit more sort of support from the likes of Ugarte and Fernandes. Having to drop a bit deeper when he's in the pivot with him. But I think he's been sensational. The sort of player, if Ange Postecoglou is the type of manager that's saying, right, well, I've won everything my second season, and that's something that they're pinning their hopes on. Casemiro's got to be the same, saying I've won every single European final I've ever been in to the United players, and he's on the pitch.
Yeah, he is.
Big difference.
And just stood at the side. I mean,
got Champions League goal winner in it as well in Mason Mount.
I was just going to say about
Heritage.
that. That goes under the radar as a Champions League. He scored in the final, didn't he?
Against Chelsea. He scored against City.
Oh, he assisted Havertz.
Yeah, he assisted
I can't remember.
Havertz. Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
But he's played in and won and featured heavily in a Champions League final. That does go under the radar, doesn't it? That's a Champions League winner, Mason Mount. Like, does that matter on days like today, do you think, Ronnie?
I think it does. I know when I look at Tottenham's team, they haven't really got many people that have won things in it. Romero was obviously part of the World Cup squad.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think Bentancur probably has won things at Juve. But outside of that, you feel like the mentality monsters are more weighted towards United's team, and I think that does add a percentage or two in your favour when it comes down to cup finals.
It must do.
Yeah, it must. It has to. That's why I've always believed it's unlikely to follow the same tail as the last 6 times we played Tottenham. I think it'll be a lot tighter and it'll be a lot more competitive. And I just back our big game players to step up more than theirs.
And some of those games against Tottenham were weird ones as well. Like the Carabao Cup game this season, when we had Bayindir in goal, and him and Fraser Forster were just going sort of toe for toe. Who can make the most mistakes? Son scored directly from a corner.
Controversial, may I say?
What, the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bayindir got his arm.
He got fouled,
yeah he did.
and VAR didn't even bother to look at it.
I think there wasn't VAR at that early stage,
VAR.
was there? Exactly.
So
was it? No, it wasn't Tottenham, was it?
What?
It was like a weird handball penalty that went against us.
Do you mean Bruno sending off against Tottenham?
Nah, it's not even that one.
Well, there was as well.
So
there was the 4-3 where they scored 4 goals from a cumulative, I think it was like 0.6 xg, which again, I know everyone doesn't love xg all the time, but it goes to show that they got an unthinkable amount of goals from the chances that they actually had. And part of that was because our goalkeeper was making terrible mistakes. That game was mad. Then the one where I think we were 1-0 down or 2-0 down, and we ended up losing 3-0. But Bruno getting sent off cements the fact that you almost can't win that game now. If you're already down and you go down to 10 men, you very, very rarely don't lose. And we've all seen from Tottenham this season how they can crumble in second halves of games. So I think if that red card hadn't have happened, things could have been very different in that game.
Am I also right in thinking that was a Ten Hag as well? That's towards the end of Ten Hag's tenure.
That was Ten Hag.
So are we including that on, like, you know, that's not an hammering defeat then, is it?
No, it's not.
And that's a team that was in turmoil at the time. You do have to look at the greater context of the games, and I'm not too sure what the third one was, Joe.
The other one was it 1-0 away from home? Let me just double check.
Yeah, we lost 1-0 away to them.
Yeah, I thought so.
Maddison scored.
Yeah, and that one I think was a little bit more of a sort of standard game, wasn't it? Although it was halfway through February when United were obviously really struggling, but so were Tottenham. But yeah, 2 of those 3 games I think were outliers or weird or something wasn't quite, as you would think it should be. But again, they've won them and we haven't. But
I was gonna say that.
Of course, but I don't think we've been sort of handled and battered in all of those games. The first half at Old Trafford was really bad. But the other ones, I think it's been more fair than this would suggest. The other one as well that annoyed me was, I can't remember where we were on. I was on my brother-in-law's stag do in Leeds, and we were watching the game. And United had so many chances in that first half, and there was obviously that famous Garnacho penalty shout on Romero where he clearly handballs it. They don't give us the penalty. United miss our chances, and I think they won 2-0.
The Garnacho missed it.
There was all
right out lane as well.
And
he had so much time to shoot, and he just he puts it into orbit.
Yeah, and I just think that these games haven't been us being crushed by them like we've seen with some of the Liverpool or City games, or even Arsenal game. I think we've lost more convincingly to Brentford than we have to Tottenham over the last few years. So I do think we're obviously capable of beating them, but I'm just panicking that everyone thinks we're going to win, which means that we won't win.
It's where we score from, that's the issue, I think.
Well, how do you think that's going to get done if we are to score?
It's Hoyland and brings Xerxes.
I don't know. He didn't score loads, does he? What's he got?
He's injured. He's got more. I don't know.
Yeah,
they've got to start chipping in from behind the number 9, haven't they? So it's a big game for the likes of Mason Mount.
Yeah, absolutely. Max Gomez says, I've got a newborn and today we'll be watching our first game together. That's nice, isn't it?
That is nice.
That is nice.
That is nice.
Starting the life off right as well. Imagine that. You won your first trophy 2 weeks into your life. That's pretty decent if you could
both
do
sat
that.
there with a bottle.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Dylan P says, Hoyland could change the trajectory of his career today. Do you think he could? Do you think that there's any chance for Hoyland to sort of stick around and turn things around, Andy?
Of course there is. This is the chance for everybody. I mean, he could bang an hat-trick in tonight, and all is forgiven. Yeah. So this is, I would say, a last roll of the die for some Man United careers tonight as well.
Who else would you put on that list? Anyone in particular?
Well, I would say now,
Onana?
for me, Onana, Garnacho as well.
That's a good point.
I don't want him to go, but there's Garnacho. There's a few that'll be leaving anyway. So as well, unless there's a serious man in a match performance tonight. So it's your last chance. As Eminem said, you only get one shot. Chance to blow, opportunity and all that.
And all that. You don't know the rest of the words,
Comes in once
Andy.
in a lifetime. Who knows that? Go on, Ronnie, what are you saying?
I'm more Tupac and Biggie, me, mate. You know what I mean?
You got spaghetti on your top.
Okay, now. Hey, poetic, wasn't it? Do you know what? With the Hoyland thing, though, if he does score today, it'll be a nice gloss on things. But I know, obviously, football fans can be quite fickle. I'm not going to be like... Because you will see fans, if he scores a winner today, saying, don't sell him.
Yeah.
He's a change man. Do you know what I mean? That's the old people are like. They're so reactionary. Like, you can... If you don't score for 30 games in a row, but you score in a Europa League final, people will be saying, "Nah, he's fine. See, he's not."
This is not Diego Forlan territory because you scored 2 against Liverpool. You're a living legend. You know what I mean?
I'd say thank you, be buzzing.
I'd be thank you, yeah.
We need better than you in the summer.
Adieu, au revoir. But if he does the business tonight, there is a chance of redemption.
I don't think we're going to change the transfer policy based on tonight, but I do think there's a chance that, or should I say, I don't think we're going to not sign someone because Hoyland has a good game. But I think that it is up in the air whether we sell him or not and how keen they are to sell him. I do think that something like that could go, actually, you know what? Maybe we'll just go with Delap and Hoyland. Maybe we can do that. I don't know. I think that it's not 100% certain that Hoyland will leave in the summer for sure, is it? So anything that he does positively will help him.
I mean, his transfers hanging in the balance on this game tonight with Lisbon, Thursday, Friday. Who knows between now, Monday? Yeah. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah. A few players will be saying their goodbyes Sunday after Villa, and a few announcements come just before and after the games.
Absolutely. We've got a few more super chats as well. Edgar says, cheers from Chicago, gentlemen. I want this final over with already and see how my summer mood will be. Hope Van der Ven doesn't just run past everyone again up the fucking Reds. Cheers, mate. Sub N says, do not want to see the bow and arrow celebration from Solanke. Go United. Bruno and Casemiro midfield is crucial. No penalties, please. The lineup list at the right is wrong. There's 2 Mazraouis and no Dorgus. I believe that's changed now. So
you know what?
We're all good on that front.
Don't want to say it. Don't touch wood. But if it goes to pens, do you swap goalkeepers with a few minutes to go? I would.
Would you?
I would.
It's a big
call, I know, but I do not trust Andre and the penalty shootout.
The thing is, though, he's saved a couple of penalties as United keeper.
Yes, but not in a shootout.
No, well, I know, but he did. He saved, was it in the Champions League last season or the Europa last season?
Copenhagen. I was behind the goal. Yeah, he did. But I would rather. This is where it goes back. The Gea.
I know.
The performance was not good against Villarreal, and you know what? 5 minutes to go. Put on a keeper, because people did it like. I think some team did it a few years ago when I think Villarreal beat Chelsea. They changed the keepers. Somebody in a final changed the keeper and actually won a European trophy.
Yeah, they did.
It might have been a Super Cup or so, I don't know, but they did it.
Happening.
You change a keeper. A couple of minutes to go. Do you know what? We're so playing like each other. It's so like a chess match. I need to change something. And it could, like you say, if you put on a keeper...
Van Gaal did it in the World Cup, most famously.
You put on a keeper, it changes, it changes it.
Wasn't it... he brought...
Because then the players are like...
He was the Newcastle keeper at the time, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember. People in the comments will be shouting it. Tim Krul got brought off, didn't he, or brought on?
I think he got brought on, didn't he?
Have you just Googled that?
No, people in the comments are saying it. Yeah, I do remember that. That was just before he joined United, wasn't it?
Yeah. It worked as well.
It did work. Right, 1 second. Max Gomez says the field between both managers feels as though the projection from Amorim is going up and for Ange is regressing. It does feel like they're moving in slightly different directions to me, which is we kind of said that before, didn't we? Benjamin Matthias says, I'm scared. I almost wish I could skip to the end. Would you do that now if you could? Press a button and it's the full-time whistle.
What is the full-time whistle?
Well, you just find out what the result is without having to go through the stress of watching it.
No, that's the whole fun, man.
Do you really want to know the future?
You watch a scary film, innit? You know,
but with a scary film, it's fiction, isn't it? You know that it is. Do you know what I mean?
It's only a sport if we get beat.
Is it? That's true. You got a sports almanac and a flux capacitor. Yeah, we're quids in, lads.
We'll jump straight to the end. Joshua Belwatt says, hope Brucey is dusted down and ready to come out of his cupboard at full time to party because we're 100% winning this game. Yeah, he's round the corner. We can get Steve Bruce out if United win. Danny Shields says, I won't be with you for the watch-along, lads. Watching a United match in the front room for the first time since Dad died. The last one we watched together was the FA Cup final last season, so hoping he brings that performance for us.
Yeah.
Absolutely respect that, Danny, as always. Thank you
Respect.
very much, mate. Met you a few times, of course. Good lad. And I'm really sorry for your loss. And I hope that United can get the win tonight because you deserve it. So, yeah, cheers, mate. Joe's Kindle says, one free agent this summer, who are you taking? There's plenty out there. Ronnie, you must have done the research for Stephen Arson's channel on this.
Yeah, and it,
No, wait.
fella
You
said,
must have.
I'm
Me and
in
Steve
for-
does the research.
Sorry, Steve does it, yeah. Sorry.
I'm going Anguissa from Napoli.
Really? Big fan?
Big fan. Anguissa, these are like outliers. Someone that could be like right wing back depth. Kyle Walker Peters, maybe Ole Aina. Has Ole Aina re-signed?
I'm not sure.
I think he's still free agent. Because obviously we can't get the... And then there's obviously Jonathan David as well, but I'd rather... I think I'd go for them.
Yeah. Decent players. What about you? Anyone in particular?
Jonathan David is a name that I've heard a couple of times as a free agent, especially with it being low on strikers. It sort of makes sense to get him in if we're looking for another numbers, and getting rid of Hoyland and not to be any difficulties of getting him in.
Absolutely. Right.
Hi, Joe.
Hello, Tom. Can you sort
How's
of
it
scooch
going?
round
Of
and
course,
under
yeah.
the table a little bit more? We've got Tom Cooney arriving. We've got 20 minutes till kick-off.
Yeah, just looked at the teams.
Good to see you. What do you make of the teams?
It's kind of what I expected. I'm glad. I've been getting a bit worried about Agate last couple of weeks with the way he's been playing. So I was hoping it would be Bruno and Casemiro, just for a bit more control of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, I mean, there's Garnacho. Not surprised to see him on the bench. Still think he's great at impacting things from the bench. He's not really progressed to the point where I necessarily say he has to start. So that works as well.
A lot of people have said that they'd rather Ugarte in there, because I did a predict 11 that I didn't have him in it as well. But I think obviously Joe's dad made a good point, to be fair. I think the midfield. I mean,
I don't think he will
when he said it, I was like, you know what, like, because when I looked at Tottenham's midfield and I looked at their team as well, obviously if there's one thing that Ugarte does have, he's rough around the edge. He gets about the pitch, he gets about people, and he's aggressive, and he's not against putting a challenge in, and I think that could be a bit of a missing element, maybe. Obviously, if you look at Bruno and Casemiro together, doesn't really quite have that. Do you know what I mean? So you can see why some people might think that you guys shouldn't start, but when I heard your dad detail that, I was kind of like, I could see why you guys could have been a better. Yeah,
between
a bit of bite
3
in
and
there.
6 tackles in this game.
Yeah, I think sometimes I feel like of late he's just been caught, by bit naively being pressed in occasions.
And they press really high as well, Tottenham, don't they?
Yeah, he can be a bit
that's my
hit
worry.
and miss on the ball, and sometimes. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I do think obviously you're sacrificing something by him not being there, because I think on one hand, like you said, Scott, him like when he's being pressed. Oh, sorry, who was it you that said about him being pressed? I don't remember. Sorry.
Possibly. Yeah.
Sorry, Tom. About him when he's being pressed. Yeah, it was. Sorry, quite naively on the ball when he's being pressed.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Congratulate yourself, lad. Just own it.
But Tottenham press really well, but I also worry about the way they break on teams and the way they run through the pitch quickly, and that's where Casemiro being there and Ugarte not being there, I think, might hurt us.
Yeah.
Because Ugarte does just have more energy, more legs than Casemiro. So I think on the ball will be better. I just worry about out of possession. If Bruno's pushed up to try and help with the attacks and it's Casemiro by himself, we might see a little Ten Hag situation with that big hole in the middle that we used to see last season a little bit. That's my only worry there.
It's the worry the other side as well, though, isn't it? If Hernandez is having to drop too deep, the lack of sort of creativity we're getting for our forward play.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get to score predictions, I want to look at some match odds, because I'm a little bit concerned about United's chance of scoring goals. You can see the goal scoring odds. Bruno Fernandes 9-4, Hoyland second, Ahmad, Garnacho, and then Xerxes. Does that line up with who you think is likely to score for United? Hoyland being that high, does that surprise you?
Yes, massively. I think just because he's that high up the pitch is why his numbers are there. But Fernandes, you'd expect to be the favourite to score for United.
Yeah, you would, absolutely. Obviously, Betfred sponsoring the show tonight. If you are going to be using Betfred, make sure you are 18 plus and be gamble aware, of course, as well. Tom, on the Tottenham front, you see Solanke there, Richarlison, Heung-min Son, Brennan Johnson, obviously. I don't know if Sons will change now that he's not in the starting lineup. Who worries you from a Tottenham perspective in terms of goal scoring?
I don't know, Brennan Johnson, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's worried about Tottenham. I hear it, but we're worried about this version of Tottenham that's barely turned up this season. I'm not the Son I've seen this season isn't someone who worries me. Compared to what we've got with Ahmad. Brennan Johnson's popped up a few times. I mean, he's got quite a few goals this season, hasn't he?
He had that massive. Do you remember he was being like ridiculed all the time about not scoring, and then he scored like 9 goals in 8 games or something, didn't he? He had that mad run around Christmas. I think.
Did he score the opening goal when we got?
I think it was Van de Ven who squared it to him, wasn't it?
And for some reason, that's the kind of goal I worry about. Just with him ghosting in when we're just a bit, not quite there in the box. Getting caught by these breaks.
Absolutely. We've also got the match odds as well. As you can see there, in 90 minutes, United 11-10 favourites, Tottenham 13-5. Are you surprised that? I know that's quite a heavy favourites as well, Scotty.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot closer than that. I thought Spurs were the favourites earlier on today. I'm not too sure if that's with the Son not making a start in 11 maybe, but yeah, that's swings further in our favour.
Yeah, it does.
Are you still as nervous as you were?
I'm absolutely terrified. Although
it was a mess when I came into the studio.
And this often does happen with me. I'm more nervous until it happens, if you know what I mean. Once you're watching it, it just kind of is what it is then. And I don't love that phrase, but like you're just seeing it. It's happening. It's the worry, the imagination of it all. Like, what could this be? What could that be? That makes me really panic. But yeah, United are favourites. But
yeah,
I just think that a lot of that has to be down to the trophy kind of, what's the word? Not the calibre, but the United's experience of winning trophies, the players who have actually done it. Tottenham just don't have that, do they?
I think the occasions, I would maybe, a pinch might weigh more on them than it will on us.
Yeah, exactly.
With some of our players we've got out there.
Yeah, again, if you want to check out Betfred, make sure you go and check them out. 18+B, gamble aware as well. I think we need to get into some score predictions. We've got 12 minutes till kick-off. Get your score predictions in the comments. I know we've got a game against Villa at the weekend, but realistically, this is the one that matters, isn't it? This is the big game this season, the culmination of all of United's, I don't want to say hard work, because I'm not sure it has been. I'm not sure it's been hard work for us. Yeah. I think a lack of hard work might be one of the reasons why we are in the position we are in the league. But whatever this season has been, this moment is absolutely massive. Scotty, I'll start with you. Talk me through the game.
I'm hoping that we come flying out the blocks and we don't get a repeat of what we see in the league this season, where we've been really stodgy, moving out from the back and not controlling the game from the off. I think if we start with a high tempo against Spurs and the stuff that was discussing earlier on regarding what morale's like in their camp, if I put them on the back foot, then I think we'll be in a really good position. I've been saying for a while that we're going to win 4-0, so I'm not going to change my mind on that. People may feel like I'm ludicrous, but I think if United get an early goal and we go 1-0 in at half time, I just think they'll fall to pieces.
Yeah. 4-0, is that what you're saying?
4-0. I don't know what the odds are.
Flaming sausage.
Are you sure that's
from heaven?
It's non-alcoholic.
You sure it's non-alcoholic? I think United win this. I think it's going to be high scoring.
Really?
But I think
finals are never high scoring, even with teams who's like bad.
There's always a first for everything.
There is.
I don't want to say that before this game.
No, God, what have you said?
3-2 Manchester United, and I think it goes extra time. And right. I believe we're here for a long time. Maybe not necessarily a good time, but I think
time, not a good time.
But 3-2 is my prediction, and we haven't talked about one person that we need to be concerned with, and that's Dominic Solanke.
Go on then. What do you make of him?
He loves a game against United, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think his record against us is like ridiculous, which might be a bit of a problem. But obviously today could be things change. Maguire needs to hone in on him. And as I said, I just look at battles and I look at 1v1s all over the park. And if United win more of them than your way around, then you win the game. So it's just the basics and the fundamentals of football, and it really. Coaches always say it: just win your battle with the player that you're playing against, and the rest will take care of itself.
So what was your final score prediction there then?
3-2.
3-2. Tom?
I can't see this like yo-yo game, even though it could be, but in my mind I'm thinking if United get that first goal, I'm almost a bit similar to yourself, and I think Tottenham could could really struggle. Maybe the Reds will go and United will manage it like they did in Bilbao. So I'm going to go 3-0.
3-0. Yeah. What is everyone saying?
I would love a comfortable one like that.
Let me look in the comments here. Let me see what people are saying in the comments. Douglas Boss says 1-1. I mean, it's just, I don't know, just left it at that. 1-1, slice the trophy in half, let's go home. Harrison Lewis says 3-1.
I was going to say, what do you think about the ones that just say the scoreline without who it is?
I like it when people paint a picture for me. I like that. But I do think that, if you just want to get those numbers out there, then I'll read them out too. Mick Cully, you're right. He says, Joe, you mean pedigree. That is what I mean. We've got title and trophy pedigree that Tottenham don't have. Steve M says 3-1 United. Ross Murphy 3-1 as well. Why am I scared? What the F? I mean, is this your first time watching football? This is what it's all about, mate. It's horrible.
It shows that you care.
Yeah, it shows that you care. You're interested. You love it. We need it. Stephen Shower says 3-1. Lots of 3-1s. Where's the 3 coming from?
Where's the 1 coming from?
Why are we scoring 3 goals? Suvik says, I'm confident that even if we concede, we'll push for more. Little Timmy's World, which is weird, says 4-2. You must make content for kids. That's interesting. Ron C says 5-4. It's weird, the idea of like a kids YouTube channel watching us though, isn't it? Hopefully it's not little Timmy that's watching this.
Watch along to this watch along.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
There is a YouTube kids version, isn't it?
Of what, fan channels and that?
No, just in general.
Oh yeah,
YouTube,
there's a whole YouTube Kids that exists. Yeah,
yeah.
There is. Yeah. A full named Huggy says 3-1. Bruno, Ahmad, and Xerxes. I'd love that. I'd love an early goal, honestly. Joe's Kindle says we've got more off the bench. There are winners there. Yeah, if you look at Tottenham's bench there, Tell can do it, but hasn't really in a Tottenham shirt. Son is the one that worries me there. And you mentioned it before, Ronnie. I know you've been a fan of him. He's not played a lot recently. He's Jed Spence. But someone that, when we talk about that physicality and energy, he's absolutely full of it, but seemingly is out of favour with Andrew at the minute.
I think his class, it's not necessarily out of favour, they're just really strong in that position.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you, Pedro Porro and Udogie, I don't think it's any massive criticism playing behind them two. Do you know what I mean? They're both really good players in their own right.
And so I think that Udogie and Porro are one of the reasons why Garnacho isn't playing as well, by the way, because against quick, physical fullbacks.
I think we all remember the Old Trafford game that Garnacho had against Udogie, and it literally looks like an under-12 against a 25-year-old man. Do you know what I mean?
It was a tough
which
one,
is generally what in Garnacho's early years is what he's generally struggled against, has been those physical specimen type of fullbacks, and so. But he would have been maybe playing on the left side against Pedro Porro, who's obviously really good going forward, but he can be got at defensively. But I think Garnacho off the bench, he's a potential match winner, because a lot of us have said that's probably where he's best, because he's a spark plug, and we'll need him tonight. Finals are all about these cup competitions that can possibly go extra time.
Yeah.
It's not just about the first 11. It's about all 16 players, and not even the people that don't come on. It's just about everyone all pulling in the same direction. Everyone basically being involved and just kind of raising the spirit.
I'm getting nervous and sick now.
Hopefully, lads are doing that.
Have you done your score?
No, I haven't. I don't know what I think. I think 1-1 and United win on penalties. I think.
Do you know what it is with me? I can't visualise this tight game 2-1 either way. I feel like
someone's going to win.
Someone's going to win, and obviously I understand that could go the other way. So I'm being hopeful.
God, I'm very nervous. Cameron S says, I saw Rio in Paris last week outside the PSG stadium on vacation from the US. It's a sign we're winning this. Interesting.
There you go.
It is. L with the super chat says, another great season from the Paddock. Thanks for all the content throughout the season, lads. In the immortal words of Danny Dyer, I'm fucking shitting myself. Up the Reds, up the Paddock. Thank you very much, mate. Fruce Lee Beats, Jay, Joe, Max, D, Ronnie, Andy, Harry, and co. Cheers for the content, insight, and season, boys. One last hurrah tonight. Come on, you Reds. Is that Adjuri's there? I think it is. Athletic Bilbao legend Adjuri's carrying the Europa League trophy to the touchline there.
Is it me? It is a nicer trophy than the Champions League.
I don't know.
Better.
It looks more.
You think
you just say that because that's what we're in.
No.
No, I like the simplicity of the Champions League.
It
It's
looks
just
like you have
big
it on your
trophy.
nan's sort of mantelpiece, though, don't you?
Yeah, a
It's
little
like
bit.
jumble sale about it.
A little bit. It looks like it would be very thin.
Yeah,
you
like a tinny.
Yeah. I do. I've always thought that. Flojo says, "Do we get a gold trophy made for our invincible European season if we win? We should do. We should make a little gold trophy, the way Arsenal did for their Europe." Andy behind the camera going, "No, I think he's only messing." It'd be funny if we did though, wouldn't it? Arsenal fans would absolutely just explode on social media. if we did
They're
that.
so ready to go.
Invincibles. It's not the same. Fergal McClement, I think Casemiro. It would be though, wouldn't it? Because they wouldn't be able to take it as a joke.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I think that might be that feels like a little Photoshop job for Harvey. That if we do win, can we get a little golden Invincibles Europa League trophy that we tweet out? Again, why am I getting ahead of myself? There's not even started yet. Right, write that down. Sorry. Just written the word sorry. Put a line under it. Fergal McClements. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. I'm so nervous. I feel sick. I feel horrible.
Man.
I seen in the week.
Do you not? Do you not feel horrible?
You were saying how that, like, the high isn't that high, but the low is like crushing.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's a bit of outside noise getting in? I think that, are we embarrassed to say that this is going to be mint if we win it?
No, I'm not saying it won't
Right.
be great, but I'm saying it's not a Champions League win or
No,
a
but
Premier League win.
It feels so crucial.
Best case scenario, you've won the second-rate European
Yeah.
competition. Worst case scenario, the next 5 years of United's whole, policy and ideas and optimism might be sort of cut down at the knees. That's my worry.
Right.
Is like it's worse than it is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Losing is worse than winning is good. But I'll absolutely love winning. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's our 4th European Cup. It's like it's the Europa League. And oh God, I'm just furious that I called it second.
That's the narrative we pull in if we lose.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's not good, but you know what I mean, Andy. You know, Man United in theory are a Champions League team. We're not a Europa League team, but here we are, and I'm desperate to win it, and all that comes with that.
Yeah.
But
It's just a
of
blur
course,
of
Andy.
finals and trophies. Of
Yeah,
innit?
exactly, and
Yeah.
I'm up for that. I'm up for keeping this blur of finals and trophies going. Don't get me wrong. Fergal McClements says, "I think Casemiro in a big game is an ace in the pocket. I think he'll score and be man of the match." I'd love that. Doc Rock says Jay-Z scores for the kids. Doc Rock, who has loved Joshua Zirkzee since he arrived, even through the difficult times, has supported Joshua Zirkzee. So for your sake, Doc, I hope that he does score tonight. Vincent McDonnell, I'm predicting Mason Mount having a quality performance and getting the first goal. United to win 3-1. We've still got a couple of minutes before kickoffs. One last time I want to go through mine and Jay's bet builders from tonight's sponsors, Betfred. We can get them up on the screen in just a second as well. So if you want to use my bet builder, it's 33-1. Match result, United to win, over 2.5 goals, even though I've said it's going to be 1-1. I think that the odds with that were very good. Fernandes goal anytime, Casemiro to be carded and Dorgu to be carded. I think that's an absolute banker, that. And Jay has gone for United to win, over 3.5 goals, Fernandes with 2+ shots on target, over 9.5 corners and over 6.5 cards as well. If you had to pick one of them, Scotty, who do you like the look of? Jay's at 50-1, mine's at 33.
They've all got to come in.
They've all got to come in. It's a little bet builder there.
Like I've always said, Joe, you know more about football than Jay.
Yeah.
And then when United go on pre-season this tour, I'll be coming with you because I didn't get an invite to Bilbao.
Okay, there you
So,
go.
yeah, go with Joe.
We're going from there. Thank you. And also, if you want to, you can get £10 in free bets to use on football when you bet £10 or more on a 4+ leg bet builder at odds of 3-1 or better on tonight's Europa League final between Tottenham and United. Of course, you must be 18+. T's and C's apply. Be gamble aware as well. Thank you again to Betfred for sponsoring the Watchalong. The time is now, gentlemen.
A little bit of a twinge now.
Yeah. This is it. This is the big one, as Jay would say.
Feels tight,
I'm
man.
absolutely panicking. How are you feeling, Dad? Rough. Me too. Let's get a bit of volume on here if we can as well. We're going to go through the team one last time. The team to take us out in the Europa League final. We've got Andre Onana in goal, Mazraoui, Yoro and Maguire as the back three. Then we've got Luke Shaw and Dorgu. Actually, that's not quite right. We've got Mazraoui? What? Oh no, Yoro, Maguire and Shaw as our back three. Mazraoui and Dorgu as our wing backs. Then we have got in the 1 second, I've missed. It's gone off the screen now.
Midfield goal for my setup.
Then in midfield we've got Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes with Mason Mount, we have got Amad Diallo, and we have got Rasmus Højlund up front. For Tottenham, as you can see, it's Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Udogi, Sarr, Bissouma, Bentancur, Johnson, Richarlison and Solanke. Absolutely massive, massive game this. God, I feel sick. Jeremy Fox says, be positive, Joe. Philip Harris, lads, it's Tottenham, United by 1 billion. Vincent McDonald says, I'm predicting Mason Mount to have a quality performance and getting the first goal. United to win 3-1. Tyler Wood says, watching the match on mute with you all. Let's go up the Paddock and up the Reds. This is the big one. God, it is, isn't it?
That's horrible.
It is horrible.
Højlund hat-trick.
That first
Bit
goal,
more
innit?
volume, please. Yeah, I think Højlund might score as well.
Well, you may.
I've got Amad and Højlund.
Different tone to the press conferences, wasn't there?
Yeah, we spoke about that a little bit before. What did you make of that? Ange very much on the front foot. It was a adversarial tone, wasn't it?
I think Cass gets one.
Yeah, I think energy's important and it's infectious. So I don't know, it was nice to see them relaxed. I don't think they're going to be.
Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it? Do you like that, or you might say, are they taking it seriously enough?
No, I want us to be relaxing, enjoying each other's company rather than have if the alternatives, how it seems in Spurs camp.
They're comfortable in a final. Yeah. They're comfortable in this build-up to a final. I don't know. With Spurs, I just wonder if it was a bit, if you might see less of that spikiness from Postecoglou.
Yeah.
But the fact, I don't know.
And we have kicked off. Yeah. There we go. The final begins now. Big ball up by Tottenham and reclaimed by Lenny Yoro and Amad out to Bruno Fernandes. And United
the flicks have started.
That's what we need.
Yeah. Good luck, everyone.
Good first touches by Amad, yeah.
Come here, man. Good luck. Good luck, everyone.
A bit sweaty.
Good luck.
Yeah, this one, Joe.
I don't mind. Good luck, Scotty. Ooh, chance. Oh.
Offside. Højlund, get him off.
Get one more volume.
I thought it was.
Dear me.
It was
dear me.
Where are you?
This is scary, isn't it?
Offside, or was it a high foot?
He's
He
not good,
is,
is he?
and he is just probably a foot or so offside.
They
were all right on the line, weren't they?
I did see a lot of promise with Højlund, and so I just think, is it just gone so wrong like it does for players here? He's young, he's not. It's too much that he's been asked to do too soon.
Oh yeah. I don't put it all
pressing
on him.
high, yeah.
It's not his fault. He's not enough talent.
I don't know. I feel like it'll take a bit longer to rid the nerves thing.
Yeah. This is going to be a nervy one all night, isn't it? Well done. Well pressed up by Dorgu there.
Who was that?
I think it was Porro, wasn't it? Dorgu
No, because that wasn't... Oh, I thought it wasn't because of the red boots.
I think it was. Oh, dear.
Okay, no.
Oh, Andy, what was your score prediction?
I can't call it.
You can't call it.
Yeah,
no prediction.
Andy Tate just buffered there.
We'll hear it. We'll get Andy back on in a little bit as well. Yeah, we'll get Andy on midway through the first half to give his thoughts, and then again at half time, so we'll be hearing plenty more.
Now Luke Shaw stretch his legs early.
Is that our ball?
That's come off him.
Shaw's kicked it off him. Shaw's kicked it off him. Correct that.
He hasn't. They've got a corner there.
He's kicked that.
He's so clear.
Dead like he kicked it off him.
He did.
Surely
you could see it. No, you could see it from the other angle. Like
I'm
it
not
just.
lie to you. It's always you knock against corners that you end up like.
I'm sure it looked like he kicked it off him.
You could tell from the reaction as well.
In football, where it's like whenever it's a corner.
They should. Tottenham have got a corner they shouldn't have here, and we are shit from set pieces. Let's not.
Command the box.
I think we've been better this since Amorim. If it's a free centre half thing.
Yeah, he knew. He was looking for any reason to give that.
Yeah.
Foul on Maguire.
Now we know the ref's calling it in the box.
Yeah. Maguire just giving it the old.
We know the ref's on our side is what we know.
He's trying to give the ref the old pat on the back there.
Shouldn't have been a corner.
You know what? To be fair.
Yeah, it's a little.
Did he slip?
I don't know. He feels the contact and goes down, doesn't he?
Son looks
I think the ref wanted to give that. I wonder why he's not started Son. He came back from injury on the 6th of May, according to Transfer Market. So he's been back for over 2 weeks. I know he's not been playing well, but are you surprised that Son's not playing?
I think he's going for Richarlison back post. Romero with his first wipeout.
It'll be interesting to see how the ref plays this, because we said before we don't like the idea of Romero and Højlund. We think it's the sort of kryptonite of Højlund. Not that he's got, you know, he needs kryptonite, so he's
Not
just
sure
got
that's a
weaknesses.
foul, to be honest.
But Romero
I think
is
Cam's all over
so
the place a little bit.
aggressive.
He knew what
like
he was
that.
doing
I think he just jumped tired of it.
If the ref, if he refs this game aggressively and with a bit of like, you know, if he's a bit card happy, that could almost play into our favour with Romero there, because he's going to want to get stuck in, isn't he, Romero?
Casemiro, where come on.
Free kick to United, back post to Maguire, into the box.
Oh!
Oh, corner ball. Who sliced that there? Was that Bissouma?
It's a good start for United, this.
Forget Maguire from attacking corners.
Maguire.
Yeah, it's like, that's actually mad.
Just know he's going to win the header, don't you?
Yeah.
You know he's going to win it. It's just
It's where he goes.
It was just necessarily what he does
Oh,
with
no, it was
it.
Udogie, wasn't it, who sliced
so
it
hopeful.
there out for a corner to Manchester United.
Outswinger, more of an in-swing type of guy.
If we get an early goal, I really think
Yeah,
Spurs,
just to
I
get
think
the glance
Spurs
on
Just
will
get
fall.
glance on that. You need a really good header usually from
an outswinger.
an outswinger.
That's a good point.
So looking at Mags and Casemiro.
It's a decent cross.
Go on.
It's basically landed inside the 18-yard box, which is never good if you're the defending team. You don't want the ball dropping like that far. Go on, Rasmus. Get in there. Go on. Well done.
Go on. Yeah. Go on. Go on.
He's got no one to pass to here at all.
Oh, he had no right getting his close.
He's always done well enough to get a shot off. It's his own man.
Tottenham players around him, and it sort of managed.
It's a good start.
It is a good start. Good pressing there, good energy and determination from Højlund as well there, because he didn't give up when it looked like he wasn't favoured for that. Vicario looks slow as fuck there.
It's a little bit of calm amongst chaos as well. Start for us keeping the ball.
Used to the sprint, is he?
No. Yeah, keepers don't sprint really ever, do they? You could tell there, bloody hell, it looked like he was easily going to get there before Højlund. Also, keepers don't have to be athletic particularly, do they? I mean, you do a bit, but
agility,
you don't have to be quick on your feet at all. Come on. Good start from United. This just keeping the ball well, playing the ball up. Yeah, luckily, it doesn't. It's a nice touch actually from Højlund, that, and finds a man well.
Imagine you went for the dinkers.
What, from there?
From tight.
Like that nanny goal.
Required some effort.
Well done, Harry. Nice.
Good
touch
touch
as well.
touch.
That second one wasn't.
No.
Yeah, he's reffing it like that.
That was a blatant foul.
It was a foul, but I think we can play into
fouls.
that. Yeah. One thing I've noticed about this ref is when we get fouled, he gives it. No, but do you know sometimes you watch a game early on and you go, I can already tell he doesn't want United to, well, not United, but he wants it to be no, that's not a foul. You got to be stronger. He seems like you can buy a foul if you want to.
Yeah.
I think Casemiro waited for the foul there. Sure, getting pissed off. Back to Onana. Wow. That wasn't great. Good tackle there. Who was that? Casemiro. Bloody hell. Got his leg right across Richarlison there.
Ooh, who's that? Oh.
Mazraoui. I think he won the throw.
Was it Maz or Cass that with the tackle?
The tackle was Casemiro.
Oh, yeah,
it's a great tackle.
Nice.
Really good. Just United playing it around the back.
A lot of running from Tottenham early on.
Yeah. They're good though at the pressing.
Good flick.
Great touch there from Mount
Go on,
and Højlund.
Good strength.
Go on, lad. Cut back if you need.
Romero's waiting.
He has seemed a bit stronger the last 2 weeks, Højlund. What?
Romero's waiting to clatter him as well.
Yeah.
Could see him just hovering behind Bissouma, just wait. He was waiting for like the little, a little knock down the line.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So he could just put everything out.
Yeah, everything.
Throw in.
Why?
Romero's been so excited for this game, and just to kick the living shit out of Rasmus Højlund for 90 minutes. Oh God.
It's a little bit tight. It's going to be a tense one.
It's going to be a tense one, isn't it? We could, an early goal would be nice. United just starting undoubtedly the team in control, look the better team so far. I don't know if that will continue, but first 8 minutes it's been United with almost all the ball on it. this is what we're
Can only
going
be a good
to
thing.
play out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a rarity to see this sort of.
Ooh,
No, I think it was just the ball against the white line of the net. It was fine. He was all right.
Oh, yeah, just from the angle we saw that, it looked like Onana had sliced it into the back of his own net for a second there.
Never in doubt.
Hopefully that's Onana's one for today, though.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't actually.
I'm not sure he actually did anything. I think it was just the way it looked.
Yeah, he didn't actually do anything wrong. He just felt like he did something wrong.
Yeah.
Tottenham have won the ball back though. Porro on the ball, looking for that one. Richarlison at the back post. Onana's gone for it.
Good header.
Masraoui luckily has won that.
To be either going for it. Or
I think that's why Richarlison started.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the Porro to Richarlison back post type of
great ball.
thing, innit?
It's a great ball.
It's just a great delivery.
You can see why it teases him a little bit, but yeah, you just stay on your line
Stay
there.
on your line or go for it.
Because if he wins that header, it's a goal that should have been saved.
Yeah, if Richarlison gets that, it's literally an open goal in it because Onana takes himself out of the equation.
He spends so much time in no man's land though, between the two right decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. Corner to Tottenham. It's going to be an in-swinger. He's taking his time with it. Who is it? Johnson. I don't like this. That's decent as well. Okay. Oh, well, good punch by Onana there. Out of the box. God, it was a good area that. Yeah. And Onana rose well above.
Go on.
2 or 3.
You know, Ahmad can nick it.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah. So who are they missing today? Kulusevski.
Go on. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Get up.
That's not a foul.
See, that's what I mean.
Son on the bench. Right.
That's gentle. That. Yeah. You say who's missing?
It's Kulusevski, Madison, and Son not starting.
Bergvall as well.
Bergvall, that was the one. Yeah.
That's not a foul, is it?
It's ridiculous.
He does well here, Onana. There's a lot
of bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Maguire and Van de Ven all over each other in the box there. We got the benefit of the doubt one time, but hopefully there's no ref giving penalties or anything like that going on.
Yeah.
One to keep an eye on, maybe. Oh God, I feel sick. I thought I was going to feel better when the game started. I don't at all.
What was he?
Oh,
shit!
Don't rush.
No.
Don't rush in.
Fucking hell! Fucking hell!
Christ. Do you know, it was such a risk to play that ball to try and keep it in play.
Yeah, it was. Tottenham almost. That's a foul.
That was very daft.
It's Maguire. Do you know he did it? Sometimes with Maguire, like I don't understand that decision.
No, Maguire there tries to play it down the line and cocks it up. Then for some reason Masraoui thinks he's going to win the header through Richarlison at the other side. Why has he gone for that?
That's so
it's like
daft.
He doesn't know he's there.
Like that's just really daft there. There's no chance of success.
It's Brennan Johnson who reads it better than anyone. Decent save by Onana. Maguire blocks it as well. Corner to Tottenham. No, it's not a corner. It's a free kick in a really dangerous area.
Position.
Basically on the corner of the 18-yard box. I don't know what Masraoui's thinking there. You can't win that through
Such a
the
daft
other
position
player.
as well. It's one of them, you get delivery right, any touch it's in.
Yeah, just hit it as hard as you can at the back post. Is what I imagine he'll be doing here, Porro.
Offside there.
We have everyone in the box there.
Push him offside, yeah, that's right. Go on.
Do you reckon sometimes you think that can hamper you as much as it helps you?
Oh, it's gone in low. And
Come on! What are you doing, you
fuck's
dickhead?
sake, lads.
Jesus Christ. Who's that hit there?
He's kicked it at each other, haven't they?
The ball came in at knee high to a United player. Is it Dog? It's not Dog. Sorry, is it the near post? Casemiro kicks it against Mount.
He should know more than him. Just get rid of the fucking thing.
He kicked the floor or something.
He's spinning. He hits it against Mount.
You know what? It's just weak, but what happens in there when the ball drops at your feet in your own box? It's sad. You get a bit. You just shitting yourself. You know what I mean? That's what.
It's a final.
Yeah. So
3 corners.
You just like.
Yeah.
Get rid.
My foot through it and it hits against Mount.
I know what it's like. It's mad.
Who's that? Getting a bit of a. Is it Sarr there, isn't it? Who's just been told by the ref not to put too much pressure on the keeper. Another corner for Tottenham. Good in-swinger again, headed away up and up by Maguire. Right, go on. No, stay up. Unlucky.
Was that?
Just
calm down.
But I would honestly would have backed him to beat.
Just calm down now.
I would have still backed him to.
That little 2-3 minute spell there all stemmed from Maguire's balls up on the pylon.
Yeah, that is a foul. He jumps and smacks his arm into Dorgu's face there. Yeah, just have a minute, lads. Bloody hell. Because what we saw then, like you said, Ronnie, especially in big games, it's a little bit understandable because you're so desperate to clear things. But you need to
be a bit anxious, can't you?
You need to put the opposition in the situations where they're the ones being anxious. They're the ones rushing things and kicking it against their own man. The longer the ball's in your box, the more likely that is to happen. You need to put the pressure on them and let them make those mistakes rather than us, because anyone can do it. Go on, Dorgu.
Go on, lad.
There. That's a foul, ref. He's pulled his arm down there, surely.
Keep playing to the whistle.
It looked like I don't know.
Dorgu didn't complain too much, perhaps.
Hit the switch, Mags.
Yeah, got just enough bend on it to not be a disaster, that wasn't it? At first I thought, he just put that for a throw-in.
Yeah. It looked a bit weird, didn't it? The technique on it. He got them, what do you call it? You have a name for Maguire's. In golf clubs perspectives.
Oh, right.
What was that? Got away with it big time.
Oh, just stop being...
Well done, Bruno. Well done. Right, he's got space there, Mazraoui.
Fine, Ahmad.
Go.
Lovely little clip to Dorgu. Right, where's Mount on the overlap? Okay.
Right, so I found Ahmad there.
Yeah.
Tough matchup, you doggy, though.
Yeah, it is. Very tough. Nice little switch there.
Ball. Go on.
It's a good switch, that. There you go, corner to United. Good pass from Maguire into Dorgu. He's to control it like that across the box. He's done well, Dorgu.
I didn't expect him. I didn't really expect him to get there.
No.
Look at Maldini.
Just that little
backspin on it. Yeah.
It's a good cross as well, that, you know.
Athletic
he's flying
take
through
as
the
well.
air.
Yeah.
Done all right there.
Someone get their head on this, bro.
Yeah, come on.
What do you think of Dorgu?
I don't mind him. I think he's still really raw. He's got a lot of rough things in his game, especially technically. But I think he's been great. I think defensively he rarely ever gets done as well. 1v1. I think people kind of don't talk about it enough. But he's good in his duels. He's physical.
It's a decent corner, that.
Go on.
It's forward to Maguire.
Pass.
Back to Ahmad. Little chip inside the box. Across.
Oh shit!
Oh
my.
I thought that had gone in. I thought that had gone in then.
Sharp.
I didn't expect it to go all that way and miss the net.
No,
I thought it was going to nestle.
Sharp start from Ahmad.
Again, Maguire, Ahmad,
Oh,
a little
lovely.
dink
Cheeky
across everyone. I don't even know how close it is.
It looked
They're all
like
asking for the corner, aren't they?
it looked like it was on them where it was a long way wide.
Yeah.
Is
it just it?
Did it keep
Looks like
get
it
a
took
touch?
a couple of touches there.
Like it gave a carry, might have got a little touch
The
on
ball
it.
moved a couple of times.
Now both teams look weird from set pieces.
Yeah. But good that from United actually finding a way to get a shot off in the box. And a couple of times the ball's fallen to someone in the box and they found a clean pass inside the box, which is encouraging. Højlund got it back to Bruno. Maguire got it to Ahmad there. Bit of composure in the box, which is good.
It's that first goal, isn't it? It's just, this is horrible.
Yeah. Go on, Ahmad. Well done.
Go on, Ahmad.
That's so strong.
It is.
Oof.
Well done, Bruno.
Well played.
Ahmad there. You think he's going to get pushed off it in that?
Nah, it's really
50-50,
strong.
but
Oh,
he's done
they
it
say
all.
that they say Ahmad's the strongest in the team, don't they?
That's mad,
The
isn't
players.
it?
Yeah.
Although I bet if you did like a bench press contest, he'd be probably near the bottom. And yet, as a footballer,
Low centre of gravity.
Yeah.
Strong core.
Go on, good pressure there. That's a good pass, that, you know.
You know?
It's a really good
Got a lot of
pass.
space here. Fucking hell, your doggy's flying.
And Richarlison. Back post. Just take time.
That was a bit booky, that, you know.
Again, the balls
like
are
it was
just
out of the box,
getting
wasn't
and
it?
bouncing and landing in the box, aren't they?
I think
We've had it, they've had it.
that was actually a chance.
Yeah.
Salah just missed the ball. That's scary. He just missed the ball, didn't he? Oh no, it's defending.
No, it's good defending by
Defending.
Shaw.
Like,
that.
you know.
Yeah, it is. Really
Gets
good.
himself fit for cup finals.
Really good defending.
I agree. I thought Salah just missed it.
I thought he just missed the ball. Now
Miscued it. It's really good from Shaw. A couple of times we've been really on it and close and tight at the back post as well. Mazraoui with that header, and then Shaw then. I know that wasn't back post, but from crosses. And that's a good sign that we're alert.
From a neutral point of view, it's like both teams have started pretty well. But cup finals usually cagey affairs, aren't they? This has been pretty end to end.
Yeah, it has.
Doesn't help with the nerves in the slightest.
No, not at all.
Makes you feel the first goal.
Yeah,
be important. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Watching two teams here, like you don't necessarily trust massively with a lead either. So I don't know.
No, that's true.
They'll sit in them, won't they, and they'll let the other team get comfortable with the ball. And
this game won't be over both ways until final whistle.
It is the movable, the stoppable force against the movable object, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're both completely doable, and like no matter what the score is, the game is still on. That is my worry that we'll have. That's alright. It's got that. Keep it. Yeah, I'm worried that we get the first goal and then sit back.
Become complacent.
Because I don't think I don't think we can defend very well. He's so good, isn't he?
Needs support though.
Yeah, who's with him? Well, good touch, Bruno.
Just sees the space, doesn't he, as people are charging
Just
towards it, how he can just manipulate it.
Every time the ball comes to him, he's thinking of something he can do to positively
Get
affect the
away,
game.
yeah.
He's never just wanting that 1-2 back or, just take a touch and wait and see what happens. He's always doing something difficult.
Be great to get a doggy on the card early.
Hold on.
Great.
No play.
Inside. Hold on.
That's the right
Good
ball.
play there.
Good play, lads.
It's good stuff, that. Just holding the ball a bit. Don't mind that, to be honest. As long as we can stop them, because
Just got to find the spare man, innit?
yeah. Nice. Mason Mount trying his little Ahmad turn there, but didn't quite come off. Almost. Oh God. I hate
20
this.
minutes.
Is this why do we do this?
Knife edge.
We can't help it. You can't help it though, could you? There's no way you could pretend this game wasn't happening and just sort of go out or
I'll check
watch
the
a
score
film
later.
or because
you'd still be checking your phone every second.
It's impossible to not care, and yet there's no real reason why any of us care. It's only a sport, but it's just why can it do this to us? It's unbelievable,
It's not
isn't
just
it?
a sport.
I know it's not. That's what I mean. That's a decent cross as well. Mazraoui.
Come on.
Ahmad, go on, Ahmad.
Come on. Oh, that's a good ball. Bruno cross. Oh, unlucky. Good play though.
Sharp start from Ahmad.
somebody's
though,
coming
Ahmad
in
looks-
He looks good every time, doesn't he? Finding passes inside the 18-yard box. Just couldn't quite get enough of an angle on that, could he? It was always going straight to the keeper there from Bruno, but decent stuff. I think United probably overall have the slightly stronger start. I think a lot of Tottenham stuff has been from set pieces, hasn't it? United have held the ball a little bit better, built up a bit better. But yeah, nothing too much either way. Yeah, evenish.
Both flanks though from United, which is unusual. Usually only attacking down one side.
Yeah.
We've been going down both sides.
Yeah, it's been pretty even, hasn't it?
Oh shit! Careful.
You get there.
Nice.
Just we need those balls to bounce our way.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Get
And
the
a
pass
one-off
away.
game like this, just
Foul that.
I'll take a bit of luck.
Nice.
Hold on.
It's all right. It's all right.
Whew, dear me. Scary, isn't it? It's so scary. Oh, I'm just going to write down the word scary.
Underline it.
Underline it.
Yeah.
Actually, I put a box around it.
Now cross it out.
And cross it out.
There we go.
I'm not afraid anymore. I'm like Kevin McAllister on Home Alone.
He trained
I'm
himself.
not afraid anymore. Big Ange. Come on.
What decent joy from these.
Free kick from United.
Same
Again,
again.
Maguire lurking at the back post, but it's over everyone. And that should be a throw into Man United there.
Right.
Yep.
Not the best ball, was it?
No, it wasn't. You can see what we try and do. We just put a long floater in the box and hope Maguire gets it. Unlucky Ahmad. Just got so many men around him, hasn't he? It's literally a 3-on-1 for Ahmad.
Well
done, Bruno.
Well played.
Done,
Well played.
Brilliant.
So glad because we had a pass inside there to break that.
Yeah.
I thought made a better decision for us.
Yeah, or a bit more quality. I'm not saying Kulusevski would have won the game from already, but if that Richarlison isn't top level player, is he, most of the time?
No.
If that was a better player.
Yeah,
not trying to
done
jinx
it now.
anything. That's a shit
That's a
touch.
bad touch,
Should have used
that,
his left
Bruno.
foot there. Well done, Mazraoui.
Well in. Handball.
Bobbly here. Let's try and cut through.
Bobble. Casemiro, and he's sliding up for the best.
If he's not got booked there, that's a great foul to give away. I don't think he has.
I don't think that was a yellow. I thought that was just shy of one.
Do you not think?
He's not quite
think
got
he's
away
stopping
to
a
say that he's
counter-attack.
counter-attacking. I think it's a little bit... I'd have been disappointed.
He's used his one up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. On the halfway line as well. Not, you know. Tottenham. Every time Tottenham get the ball, it's just horrible, isn't it?
It's like the world. It's like time stands still and that.
Yeah. Me and Lizzie were just walking the dog this morning. She was like, "You all right?" So I was like, "I can't even think of anything else." We were like walking through this nice trees and stuff, and she was like, "Shout the dog," and I was like, "What?" Just like head absolutely miles away.
Dog.
Doggo. I mean, dog. Like just fucking saying Man United words that sound like words that she said. God, it's horrible. Hold on. No. Shit.
Good
The hell, who's that?
Basuma.
Well done,
Nice
Dawson.
tackle.
Great
Well
tackle.
done.
Great tackle. Like you said
Genau.
there, Ronnie, he's good.
1v1 and that.
And then
He didn't want to.
just
Luke
chips
Shaw didn't
him
want to
straight
clear
back
it.
into fucking-
Luke Shaw didn't want to clear it fully. He wanted to do
No.
the.
It's a really good recovering tackle, this, because it looks like he's done him, but he doesn't.
tackle.
Well done. Yeah, Porro's deliveries are worrying, aren't they? Whoever's playing at the back post for United has to be on it. Go on. That's a well done, Dogu. Well done. And ball.
Come on.
ref.
Well done. Good defending.
You know.
It's harsh, innit?
That's harsh.
Yeah. What's he meant to do?
Carried
His
on with
hand-
that.
Is
Yeah.
that? We just got to launch that, innit?
In Europe, though,
Can't we? If you,
I
they
know.
give them, don't they?
It's just like he's kicked it at him. Like, what's
Yeah.
he's got
And
to
his,
run in.
and his
He's
arms
running,
by
yeah.
his side as well, pretty much.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing, as you say, they get them in Europe.
Yeah, how close was this? See, like you said,
Yeah.
it wasn't actually, when it crosses the line, it's probably
Near the
six-
cornflake.
six- yeah. 6 yards wide, but just dangerous position. First 25 minutes, Scotty, what have you made of it?
Really impressed, to be honest. I mean, I think they've had a bit of the ball, but defensively we've been sound. A couple of good tackles from Dorgu. Luke Shaw's been decent. I think Mazraoui made a mistake in Maguire, but pushing up front, I've been really impressed with the attacks coming down the flanks through Dorgu. There's been a lot of emphasis of stuff going through Ahmad. I'd like to see the sort of transition from one side of the pitch to the other a little bit quicker. It seems to take 4 or 5 passes to get to either go from left-hand side to right-hand side. But there's absolutely nothing to moan at. Maybe a few more clear-cut chances, but it's been a really good start for United.
Yeah. Do you agree with that, Tom?
Yeah, I think the only mistake,
Onside.
the only real chance they've had came from our own mistake.
Yes,
I'm
well
hoping,
done, Harry. Good defence, good defending
Nice.
that. Sorry,
I'm
go on.
hoping Maguire's got his one out of his system where he's tried to overplay where he shouldn't.
Yeah, because that was good. That's difficult
Yeah.
against a physical attacker there. Doesn't foul him. Wins the ball from behind. That's good. What about you, Ronnie? Assessment so far, 26 minutes.
I think we've edged it so far. We've had a couple of sharp moments, but the game does still feel very much on a knife edge.
Yeah.
Just you're looking for that one bit of quality.
Yeah,
from us to kind of break the deadlock, but it's anyone's game still at the moment.
Yeah.
How we've played so far doesn't really feel very relevant. Like, I don't think we've
Yeah.
earned anything from it because no one looks particularly settled.
Yeah.
No, it's tenterhooks,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, move on.
Dorgu there just chesting the ball out. I think he's asking Onana for a bit more of a...
Come and catch the ball there.
Or I think he said, well,
Oh,
potentially, or
I
just
think
saying,
Onana
let me know that I could have turned on that, because there's no one near Dorgu by the time he chests
think-
it. But if you don't know, you can't take the risk, can you?
I think Onana wanted him to chest it to him or just leave it.
Yeah.
But if he left it, I think Porro was circling.
Yeah, I think Dorgu would have had to turn and try and keep possession himself there.
What was the game when they scored and had that communication issue between Dorgu and Onana?
It's when he got sent off, wasn't it, Dorgu? I can't remember now. Was it Ipswich?
Yeah, the first minute, wasn't it?
I don't remember. Yeah. It was.
Referee's looking for anything in these corners, in it to give.
You want to keep the ball out of your box as much as possible.
Corner to Tottenham. Porro. outswinger this time. Another good delivery.
Okay, no.
Touching from Richarlison, cleared away by Dorgu, back in
Offside.
by Basuma, I think. Go on, Ahmad. Go on.
Go on.
Now run. Too much.
Well, I was going to say, did well there. I
Put a bit of pressure on Vicario there, and he's had to go long.
I thought, would he look a bit weird on the bounce?
Oh, come on.
Little push.
Okay.
Got away with it.
Go on.
Look at
So
Ahmad
strong.
there.
Go
Well
on,
done.
Ahmad.
Look at
Yes.
that, winning the foul as well.
Yeah.
Ahmad.
Can't lack
is
around him, you
seen
know.
the refs
No.
up for giving a few fouls, hasn't he?
Go on, lad.
Oh, it's the absolute complete foul. That just gets his arm round under his rib cage, doesn't he?
Done him.
He's just got to chip away, hasn't he? The game will open up, but he looks sharp, Ahmad, so far.
Yeah, it does.
It's always going to be hard to find a space early on.
Just need to put the game in the ball in dangerous areas. We're doing that. Ahmad on the ball, 1-on-1. Cuts inside, back out, across.
Oh!
He does it every time he gets the ball. He does something with it. It's unbelievable. Like there, he's the timing of his touches. He's got your dog there, and just as he's turned the other way, he's cut back. He's just, it's unbelievable.
His close control is phenomenal.
Yeah, and the way that as your doggy's head's turned, that's when he plays the ball back the other way. You cannot possibly do anything about that if you're a defender. You can't have your head turn 360.
I think Romero's pretending that Hoyland's elbowed him, from what I can see.
Is he?
Yeah.
What
He's,
is
up,
this
he's up to his antics.
Wait till your doggy stops being dizzy. Is that what he's doing? Do you think?
Yeah.
What did we see that? What supposedly happened? Look at this. Turn, gone.
Yeah.
Oh, behave. He's moved into him. He's just there's nothing
in it.
Absolutely
nothing. It might be a little bit sore, but you know, he's been on his back for 2 minutes now. It's not that bad, is it?
I think sometimes when they've tried to bring your attention to something in the hope, you've just got to commit to the bit, haven't you?
Yeah. He can't hop up now, can he? We've got a throw in tonight. I thought it was a corner. Back to Maguire. Just inside their half. Back to Shaw. All the way back. Resetting. There's a little ball up to Mazraoui there.
Good
Nodded
head.
on.
Nice.
Back to Bruno.
Ball is in the box.
Oh, Bruno's not got hold of the
cross
ball
there,
at all.
boys,
It was that was a chance to get a good ball in.
Yeah. Just doesn't lift it at all, does he? But United we've got some shapes, we've got ways that we're getting into their box, which is good. It's not completely toothless from United, is it? We've just got to get someone on the end of it now. Hold on, Ahmad. He fucking glides past people, doesn't he? That was poor.
I think we're definitely more settled in terms of the way we want to play with the ball on the floor. I think Tottenham haven't really found that yet.
No, their best work has come from pressing us, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Pushing us and getting set pieces as a result, whereas we've actually played the ball up through the pitch a lot better than they have.
Yeah, stylistically, it's one of the more sort of convincing first 30 minutes I've seen this season. One of them.
Certainly against a Premier League side. 31 minutes gone.
We're a third through, lads.
Yeah, third of the way there. Can't read that out. Someone's tweeted about Maguire's defensive tactics with Solanke. You can read it out if you want.
No.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I'll show lads.
We need to read it out because everyone's going to wonder what's going on. Can I read it out?
Got foul. Not foul.
So someone said on Twitter,
Jesus.
Someone said, marking Solanke isn't enough. I need Maguire to understand Solanke sexually. The ins and outs of every move, everything that he's got.
He used to be called
Go on,
one.
dog.
Go on, touch.
Oh, so unlucky.
He used to be called one with him.
Someone's down.
Who is it?
Oh, is he?
Ooh, you know what? Knee, dead leg.
That's all it is, yeah.
Dead leg, bang, there.
Ah.
That does hurt.
Good stuff.
I don't think it's a foul, but it hurts.
No, I think the play's gone on. I think he's down off the ball.
And
Get up.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be sore that though. To be fair, it is the point of the knee right in his thigh there, and that's fair enough.
Who's injured now? Is it our ball?
I think it's Bissouma, I think.
Throw into Tottenham. What was it? Probably 35 yards out on their right hand side. Porro on the ball. Nerve wracking. It's fucking took an extra 5-10 yards there, easy. Good header there.
Good header from Ireland.
Yeah, and go on, Mazraoui. Well
That's
done.
a foul. That's
I wish he'd given a foul there.
I'm looking at a professional foul there. Should have pulled him down.
I thought Mazraoui got to the ball first and he got fouled.
Oh, don't do that!
What's a silly foul to
Why are
give
you
away?
doing in that?
Shut up, you tart. Shut up.
It's
That's just it's because one was missed.
Yeah.
Running in, but it's like keep your head.
Bruno, yeah, with just a completely unnecessary foul there.
Aaron might be in trouble as well. Might be a double booking.
What, for pulling him back?
For pulling the doggy back.
I think it's.
I thought it was a foul on Mazraoui in the middle.
Just Ahmad, I think.
That's all right.
I think Bruno's got away with it.
I mean, that is a foul.
Yeah, it is a foul.
There's no contact on the ball at all.
You're right. That's a booking for sure. I wish they'd have given the foul there on the halfway line, because now they've got a free kick 20 yards out.
Exactly, should the foul when the foul happened rather than.
Yeah, well, he tried to play advantage, didn't he? And by then, Bruno came in with another one.
What's Bruno doing there?
It's a I don't know.
Very silly.
He's obviously got a bit pissed off that the Mazraoui foul wasn't given, and then maybe even that.
He's like
It's
probably one of the
emotional.
only players that's not really got in the game much, Bruno.
No.
Weirdly enough,
I think he's done little bits, but it's been really down the wings, hasn't it? Heavily down the wings. We've not seen.
He's usually in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
He's not today so far.
Do you think that's because he's playing deeper back? Mount's not really done much in the game, to be fair.
I think first 10 minutes it was Mount and Dorgu won it, and then the last sort of 20 minutes it's been
a lot more Ahmad.
Ahmad and Mazraoui, because we've had a bit of success there. It's a dangerous area. It's a shit cross though. Good block.
Just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ahmad
foul
down.
there?
Looks like he's. Hopefully, he's just trying
Surely
to
a
win the free
foul.
Hey, ref.
It looked like he kicked him there, didn't it?
I think it was just one of them where he got to the ball first, so he should really get a foul.
Yeah. Come on, don't let him get a good cross in there. Come on, I'm ball, referee.
Yeah, he was caught that. You could tell. You know,
Yeah,
you could tell it's
bounced up.
with the way the ball bounced, didn't
the
it?
ball
Look,
slowed down
Yeah,
way
yeah.
too much, didn't it? It couldn't possibly slow down otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a handball.
Yeah.
Can't even tell though. You couldn't see. From
Maybe he
that
won the
angle, could
ball. I don't know.
you? Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Go on, hold on.
Trying to just spin in it.
Keep back.
Come
on!
Do it!
Come
All the fucking time with that.
Why is he not?
Why is he not running out? How does he not run out there?
I don't know.
Like, goalkeeper should have him like command their area. Look, he's.
Oh my days.
Is he? I can't tell. Is Euro
Could still
telling
just
him to
pass it
stay
back.
back, or is he telling him?
No, he's telling him come for it. He's saying come for it.
Oh, I think the moment you hesitate, though, you've always done the right thing and just dealt with it. Although he nearly fucked it up.
Yeah. God. Fucking divers all the time.
He should have been on the 18-yard line waiting for the ball to
Yeah.
arrive there, shouldn't he?
Head injury.
Who's that? Casemiro? Oh, Bruno.
You kind of forgive this kind of game early on, the first few minutes.
Toppy in it last 5-10.
No, it's a scrappy game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gone scrappy,
Yeah.
Bruno, cut them all in, mate. Not you.
Bruno didn't get booked before, did he?
No.
No.
Okay, that's good because it's coming, isn't it? See, not much in that really. He's lucky to get a free kick there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's not
What
even-
even happened? I don't know.
It's not even
Was it the
touched him.
hand afterwards that caught
Yeah,
him?
Bruno's pissed off, and that
Yeah,
worries
it's
me.
Been a bit of a weird performance so far from him. Is it? She's a good omen because he's started decent.
Yeah, United completed twice as many passes as Tottenham so far. Ahmad driving forward, Mazraoui, bit forward. Just overhit the pass slightly there. It's lucky there as well. The block stayed in and gone straight to Richarlison. Richarlison just gone past Bruno.
Don't foul him.
Hold on.
Well, come on, Reds.
Got a bit lucky there.
Trying to
Yeah, I
say.
thought there might have been a foul in there. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Right.
Hold on.
Go on.
It's the wrong way.
Yeah, he brought it back
We've got
for the
lucky
foul.
there, you know. I think Bruno pulled the
Yeah,
doggy back there.
He pulled him a bit, but yeah.
And then Mazraoui came in with a good tackle. But I'll take it. He did alright there, Hoyland.
Blatant advertising is that?
Did
Yeah, he's
alright.
done well to win the free kick.
Like there, you can't see it because it stopped already, but good tackle by Mazraoui either way.
Bloody hell, mate.
Out wide again.
Come on again.
The Ahmad routine. What's he got? Cuts inside.
Oh.
Tame shot. He's fouled there though, surely.
After
Charlison's late on him there.
I mean, you should definitely, as a ref, you should stop it there because there's no need to let play go on
Yeah.
when the keeper's got the ball in his hands. Like, it's an easy time to do a drop ball.
It looked like he fouled him to me there. He's late. It's after Ahmad's had the shot.
Is his neck?
Don't know. He's all whiplash.
Around him. Did he land for
I
it?
don't know if
landed
it
funny,
is.
hasn't he?
Yeah. Richarlison's there when he shoots, but I don't think it's hard. It could. I don't know. It's a foul-ish, but also not a foul. I don't know.
It's the kind of foul you get when you pass a ball off and someone comes in like
Yeah.
that. They don't give it as much when it's a shot.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like you said, it's turned into a bit of a scrappy game, innit? United.
Keeper's not really had to make a save, am I right to say?
No.
Neither of them.
No. I don't think there's been any shots on target, has there? Unless, I suppose technically that one from Ahmad was a shot on target, wasn't it? But
We'll
nothing,
take it.
nothing dangerous.
They had the one from the Maguire mistake, didn't they? Because
Yeah.
Maguire made the block.
Yeah. That's a good pass, that. Well done, Maguire.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
Well played.
Relied on Solanke's heavy touch there, but it came.
There wasn't a great option there for him.
No. Great.
Come on, Fernandez.
Fucking hell, come on.
He needs to get in this game.
You know,
Oh, time
Sal
ball
looks
there.
really confused there.
It does.
There's thing in that, you know, in a game where you got too much time.
Oh,
the
yeah.
ball, you're a little bit like.
Get out to him.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Fucking hell. Brennan Johnson scored. How the fuck has that happened there?
There was two people.
How the fuck has that happened there?
Fucking clown.
Shite. I can't even tell what happened.
What-
It's
what
a
a
shit
shit
time to
goal to
concede.
concede.
It's an awful goal to concede.
Terrible ball in. There was someone stood on the post
What's
with
happened?
Onana.
How has the ball ended up in the back of the net there?
It didn't look like there was enough room for the ball to actually.
Far too much time for the cross.
Fucking hell.
Just stood watching him line it up.
He did have way too much time to put it in. He's got that pass is decent, but then it goes back out. Mazraoui's just jogging, isn't he? The ball comes in, just sneaks. He gets in front of.
Is it him on the hand?
No, it's. I think the ball sort of stops on the floor and he gets a second shot, and from.
Oh no, it's not. He does.
I can't even tell what happens. Oh, it's
Comes
Luke
off-
Shaw's
comes off
fucking
Luke Shaw's
arm.
arm,
Does he kick it again? He don't.
No.
I don't know if does he even touch that. I
don't think he
It's a
does. It's Luke Shaw on
isn't
goal.
it?
Off his
Oh,
hand.
so fucking lucky there. And
I still think Onana's just slow.
I think I
Still should do better.
he is, but I think when you see how the ball's gone in, he's got to read that it's come off Luke Shaw's arm and see the trajectory change. I don't know.
Just find the power in his dives off his
Yeah.
feet. He's always like short of where he needs to be.
Yeah,
Very laborious the way he moves, isn't it?
I don't think it's a clanger from Onana at
No,
all.
no,
but
it's not. It's
You'd
just
hope it'd be nice to have a better keeper that saved that.
Yeah.
I don't think it was terrible.
No, it's not.
What do you think, Ronnie?
Mistake.
I think he's heavy legged, isn't he?
Yeah,
it's just one of them.
It's lucky as well. It fucking bounces off Luke Shaw's arm, spins up and goes in at the near post.
Only positive is that I don't think they've really got going yet. And if they sit back now, we'll have to play well to get ourselves back in the game.
If they don't sit back, though, I think they could get a second. We need to be careful here. We'll get one back.
We've got a lot of options on the bench as well to bring on.
Why do we have to be behind?
I don't expect Xerxes and Garnacho in the second half.
Yeah.
Can we chill out a bit on the AC as well a little bit? Fucking feel like I'm a niggly.
Get the temperature up a little bit, up to 24, please.
Just every time.
No,
sorry, like blasted on it, like can't see.
Come on.
Just
what a shit goal.
Conceding just before half time is.
It's all right.
Go on.
I
think that's just
got to turn to some of that.
Oh, he's got away with it as well with the clearance.
Charlton's going to look for a foul there.
Hold on.
Man, come on, United.
Come on, one more.
Yeah, nick one before, get equalised before half time.
Not backwards.
There's no point in giving it to Shaw there on his left foot. Just play forward.
Hold on. What are we saying? 2 or 3 minutes stoppage time, probably?
Probably, yeah. Couple.
Euro. Wow. Hold on.
I was going to say 3-1, but went 3-0 last minute.
I said 3-2. I'm sticking by it.
I think Xerxes fit enough to play much.
Yeah.
I was subbing him off already, but
yeah. To be honest, I don't think Hoyland's done too much wrong, really. I don't think he's been. I think he's held the ball up relatively okay at times. Oh, he's just fucking lucky. Onana's too slow, but it's just a lucky bounce. The ball's spinning through the air and goes in at the near post.
That's a foul.
It's just very lucky for Tottenham, that.
Get one before
Is it Brennan Johnson trying to back heel it, which doesn't even make sense because he's using his wrong leg.
A lot of stops.
Yeah.
A lot of stopping and starting.
Come on, let's get a decent cross in here. Casemiro, where is he? Gonna be a floater to the back post, innit? Maguire back across goal, I'd have thought. There we go. Almost.
Go on, lad.
No one there for that. It's easy. That's gonna let that go there.
Some distance on that, didn't he? Was he wrong?
Just challenge the keeper. Can't give him the free ball. Well, we have to do it the 99 way, aren't we?
Shit when halves like that as well, where not really a lot happens and you going down.
The past 10-15 minutes went very, what do you call it?
Yeah, scrappy.
Just, like choppy and stop-start.
You can't complain, can you, if you're not controlling the game? A bit of luck goes against you.
Yeah.
It was the sort of game where a mistake was going to lead to a goal rather than any great play, wasn't it?
Done well there for Richarlison. Decent cross as well. Well, no, it's not. It's a shit cross. Yeah. Go on, Dogu. Well done.
Well played.
Well done.
Yeah, no, just wanted to leave one on
Dogu.
Dogu.
There you go, half time. Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. 42nd or 41st minute goal from, I say Brennan Johnson. It was a Luke Shaw own goal in the end. Deflected, bouncing over the line. Get your thoughts in, obviously, in the comments. We'll go to some of the chat in a second. But before that, Scotty, give me your thoughts on the first half, mate.
Disappointed with how the first half ended up. I think the game got more scrappier as it went on. I was really happy with how United had set up the play, really. There's a lot of action going down the left-hand side through Dogu and Mount at first, and then as the game progressed, we were getting a lot more sort of luck through Ahmad, but we didn't really create any clear-cut chances. I've been really disappointed with it's a cup final, Europa League Cup final, and Bruno Fernandes has just, there's not been really that sort of leadership from him. The goal okay, mistakes can happen, but before that, whether you blame Luke Shaw or blame Onana, there was 2 other instances where Onana didn't come for the ball with Lenny Yoro, and there was one prior to that with Dorgu as well. It felt like there was something that was building towards what we had. And I'm not putting the goal down to just him, but I'm not surprised at the way the ball went to the net. So it's disappointing. You know, we've won European Cup finals from this position before.
Yeah. I'll give you some stats before I get to you, Tom. So United have had 63% possession, 5 shots to their 3, 2 on target for United, 1 on target for them. I don't know if the goal technically counts as a shot on target because it hit Luke Shaw.
Currently, he flicked it away from goal.
Yeah, currently it's been put down as a Brennan Johnson shot, but I don't think it was. I think that it hit Luke Shaw clearly. The ball was going away from goal when it hit him, so technically speaking, that wasn't even a shot, let alone a shot on target. United with double the amount of passes that Tottenham have made, playing a slightly different way. A lot of their energy seems to be come from set pieces and crosses into the box, but it has been a kind of scrappy set piece.
It's been a poor game, hasn't it? I think we didn't mind the start because you expect there's going to be a lot of nervous energy, and there's people are fresh and if they're fighting for things, the ball's bouncing. And I was actually felt okay with how we were controlling the ball in amongst that. But then when you have that for 45 minutes, there's a few little things, nice things that I've seen, and you think, okay, a bit more of this and we'll work our way in. But it's half time, you're 1-0 down. It's a wasted 45 minutes. We haven't played well.
No.
Yeah. You were in the right to play, and we just didn't kick on. And the second half of that first half was really scrappy.
I think the first half an hour was evenish. I'd say that United probably shaded it. I think we looked a bit more threatening through Ahmad in open play. I think most of Spurs' threat did come from that one Maguire mistake and a couple of set pieces. But I think for the most part, it's been a very scrappy game. A lot of fouls, very stop-start. It's gone very choppy.
16 fouls in the game
with the
so
players
far.
that they have on their team, like Richarlison and Romero, etc. You expect a lot more of that dark arts to come to the fore in the second half. We just got to hope none of our players lose the Reds, because that could always happen.
Yeah.
But I think we just need a little bit more quality. We need a little bit more spark. We need a little bit more from Højlund and Mount as well. Yeah. I think Bruno's really struggled in the pivot as well. And I think only 2 of our players, you could say, in that first half have looked decent, and that's probably been Maguire and Ahmad.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's been a bit iffy, a bit cagey, a bit rough.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got loads of people in the chat. Obviously, we're going to get Andy Tate on in just a second as well, when he's ready to go through that first half. Jake Bennett says too much space between the back 5 and the 10s. Donald Conway's joined as a membership. Thank you very much. Kian says 20 times Liverpool. Ha ha ha! Losing to Spurs. Cheers, Kian. Thanks for your cash. Flaws. Says we've been the better side. That was a fluke. I do want to talk about that because I know that to talk about luck and to talk about chances, it's sort of a loser's mentality, or you've got to do better or whatever. I think that was a very even first half, and they definitely got the luck in terms of it in front of goal. Like, I think websites, and I don't know if this is the official ruling yet, but I believe the reason why that Brennan Johnson goal is been given as his goal is because I think people think he got a second touch on it. Right. To just toe it in as the ball's basically crossed.
He might have done it.
It was hard to see, wasn't it? And I think if he does, for me, I have to take the blame away from Onana. If someone gets a touch on that, a yard out from goal, I think it's harsh to blame the goalkeeper. But I know Andy Tate here might have some slightly different opinions. I'll go through some other super chats and then we'll get to you, Andy. Oscar Malloy says, Shaw off, Euro left centre-back, Mazraoui right centre-back, Ahmad right wing-back, and Garner on the right 10. We might see that later on, potentially, yeah. Steve Doyle says, we will win 3-1, but this system is dead. Rune says Shaw is pathetic, only passes backwards, no guts to his play, he looks weak-minded. Spurs have 7 defenders, our transition is slow, final ball poor, awful. See, I don't know, I feel like we've allowed the fact that we're 1-0 down to cloud the fact that was a very even first half where we were arguably the better team. I don't think it was awful by any means. It wasn't great.
Didn't create more though.
No, but Tottenham have had 1 shot on target in the first half, which I'm not saying it's a miracle. We're losing. I get it. It's not good. But I don't think that was a terrible half of football where it's like Man United were awful there. What do you think, Andy?
I think Bruno was absolutely stinking the place out, and it's not like him. And he spent more time moaning, and I've gone full 360 on him. I love Bruno. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he spent more time moaning. I mean, he got clips on the back of on the shoulder blade, and he's holding his head.
Yeah.
So he's not. I mean, the only body with any energy and any going forward is Ahmed.
Yeah.
I mean, Hoyland's doing it again. He's won a few 50-50s and he's held it up and he's played it back. He's done well. But apart from that, there's, like you say, Patrice went down. There's a good ball from Harry Maguire. There's been nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. And like I said, it's either turn up or you're going to get out, leave.
I think the positives are, though, with the game being as scrappy as it has and Spurs sort of getting that goal, whether you say it's luck or whatever it is, that Manchester United have got more than enough capability to get back into it via similar means, or if we can turn up and get a grip on the ball, make a couple of substitutions, and turn a good play. I thought we've had. I just disagree a little bit with Andy, but in the first 20 minutes, I thought we were playing.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, definitely we've been
the transition down the flanks was decent. There was no real great balls into the box, but that's been a problem all season because I'm not too sure if they trust the centre forward. But I think there's room to manoeuvre there, and I think it'd have been worse if we'd gone in 1-0 at half time. And that Spurs goal would have come after a dominant period of play from Tottenham, but that hasn't been the case.
Just watching the goal again, I'm not blaming Onana for that at all.
Does he get
the way the ball comes? It's like it's going across his goal, and then he's got to go the other way. And Johnson does get a second touch there. You can see here. I think he does.
I think it might be deceptive. It might be the spin on the ball as he swings. I think it's.
No, it doesn't.
Does he touch
I think
it?
he does. I think he hits his studs.
I still think I would like Onana to be closer to the post with his hands higher rather than stretching. I just feel like he's slow with his feet sometimes. It's little things, innit?
Yeah,
and that's the.
You're right. I don't think. I'm not saying no keeper in the world would have saved it, but I don't think it's his fault.
No, I don't think. I mean, it's not Howler.
He has been a dodgy in like the last 10 minutes. He mentioned with Lenny Yoro, and he won't come and claim it, and Yoro had to clean up, and it was a bit of experience. He did well, but the keeper, he's got to be bringing more to the table if it goes all the way.
Yeah. The disappointing thing is that the nice start and a few things we saw in the opening 20. You're hoping it's a pathway to building a bit of better control of the game. But
this is why we've done
instead of going on and actually playing better,
well.
it goes to pieces.
This is the story in the Premier League. We've played well. Yeah. Then the opposite team
and then you lose control for 10 minutes.
Edge drop.
We need that to not happen this time. The heads dropping thing is the thing that when you talk about pedigree
too many
and
times this
mentality
season
and
at
all
home at Old
that,
Trafford.
The difference between teams winning trophies in big games and winning trophies in finals and not is what happens when it isn't going your way, because anyone can go and win again where you're the better team. But the reason why Real Madrid have won 16 European trophies in a row. Remember the Atletico Madrid game? They're a goal down in the 89th minute and they go on to win, 4-2 in the end?
Well, we're here because
United have to be able to put that pedigree forward and say,
who
cares we're 1-0 down, we're going to win anyway.
Well, that's why we're here, though, isn't it?
Exactly.
Leon was a perfect example of that, and I think why we can get caught up in conceding so close to half-time and then the scrappy football, there's loads to go out there. It's another 45 minutes, he's going to make substitutions, and I'm still as positive as it was before the game kicked off that we'll win.
I don't want to be overly negative.
No.
It's scrappy game, and we've
I can be critical, but I say I'm not being over. It hasn't been negative at all. Yeah. It's been very promising, but it's like for the lack of the matter, it's just concentration. At certain points, cost us a goal, and now like everyone's just before half time. Everyone's frustrated and angry, and you're like, where's this team? I know where it was against Bilbao.
Yeah, exactly. The stream tonight is brought to you by Betfred as well, so if you want to join, make sure you do. 18+B, gamble aware. And I want to see the updated match odds here. United all of a sudden down to 5-1 to win in 90 minutes. Spurs up to 4-6, which, I mean, obviously we're a goal down. It's understandable, but it does go to show the difference getting that first goal makes, doesn't it? All of a sudden, Tottenham, big favourites there. United looking a distant kind of winners. But again, that's just 90 minutes. It can go extra time, penalties.
Oh, where going?
Oh, God, I hope it doesn't go extra time, penalties. Thank you again to Betfred for sponsoring the stream tonight. Make sure you are 18+ and be gamble aware as well if you want to go and check them out or put a bet on for that one, obviously. What do we need to do differently second half? Because
substitutions.
Would you be making subs now?
I'd have Garnacho and Ahmed on both flanks.
I don't think it's...
Because we've only been going down one side, and that was mentioned in the commentary. United have only been going down with Ahmed down the right side. You need to do something on the left.
Need to find a way to get Bruno in the game more. I don't know if it's working there. I mean, that's how I would have started, which is annoying, but
He will be
shows how
frustrated
much
with
I know.
himself. He really will be.
Yeah.
Bruno. He'd have to sack himself up now, and he's like, "Come on, lads, one last push. Otherwise, who knows what the future holds."
You do wonder if he's going to sort of bring Ugai would be an option, wouldn't it? And then move Bruno forward to try and get more involved in the play. But it's whether he's going to have faith in Ugai's legs and stuff.
Yeah, I think at some point we will see that personally.
Triple substitution.
We might even see Dallo.
I think Mainu as well. Not that.
Yeah.
He's kind of on the periphery of the thinking sometimes at the minute, but
he can change games.
I feel like what he does, playing in the small spaces, we are going to have to now play with the ball with a lot of men back for Spurs.
Yeah, that's more. God, it's horrible, this, isn't it? Discombobulate with a super chat. If you get a super chat, obviously we'll make sure we read them out. No runs in behind from WWE Hoyland. Mount Anonymous. Ahmad just wants to shoot. Bruno off it. Dorgu, the only bright spark for me. Going to be a big 45. Liam says, this is like watching two geriatrics build a skyscraper out of mashed potatoes. Interesting. Fergal McClements, would you go Bruno up front, Garnacho and Ahmad behind, and Ugarte and Casemiro? I don't know if I would. I don't know. I think it's a little bit soon for me, all that stuff. I think maybe it's 10, 15 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go at a push. But we're 1 goal down in a very even game. And largely we've limited them to, smaller chances, and they got very, very lucky that whether Johnson gets the final touch or not, the fact that ball hits Luke Shaw's arm and bounces basically over the line is a lovely slice of fortune for Tottenham. I don't think we need to rip everything up and start again. We've had more
defensively,
possession.
we've been sound. Aside from that, there's a couple of mistakes at their set pieces, but we weren't under the cosh throughout the game. We just don't want to go into the next 45 minutes and be the same old story where we're not creating enough chances and scoring enough goals. So that's why I'd make more immediate changes.
You just don't want to wait until the hour mark
if
you're struggling to, because we're not creating much, are we?
No, exactly. We'll get you back in now, Ronnie, if that's all right. Yeah, we'll get Andy. Cheers, mate. What are you thinking second half? We're going to win it?
You got to go for it now. Go for broke and throw the kitchen sink at them, because Spurs can be Spurs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, game's not over.
Game's not done. We've seen Spurs in positions, and Spurs have folded in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. Stephen Doyle says, better team. We didn't offer anything in attack. I'm not saying we battered them, but I think between two teams that both didn't do a lot, I think we had the slight edge in terms of control of the game. Obviously, Tottenham have scored, so if the game ends now, it doesn't matter what I think. But I don't think that just because we weren't great doesn't mean they were better. I think United were the better team. Yeah, I do. Bum Billy says, had a gut feeling it'd be this way. Rasmus is our only hope now. Bloody hell. Valhalla, help us. Kevin Ryan, someone tell those Spurs fans to get ready to delete those phone selfie celebrations. Here we come, boys. I like that confidence from Kevin. Pete Marshall says, need to push Bruno forward. Ugarte to partner Casemiro, Mount off. Herg says, no way Maguire doesn't finish this match up top. Yeah, it's probably going to happen, isn't it? Probably going to see Maguire up front. Substitutions wise, we're seeing people wanting to take Mount off, take Hoyland off, bring Shaw off, all sorts of things. Would you leave it for now, Tom, or would you make
maybe? I wonder if you might take Mount off for Ugarte and try and get Bruno a little bit higher up the pitch. I don't know. You can always give it a few minutes, can't you? I'm not opposed. I don't think he'll wait too long, though.
No.
I think if he doesn't change at half time, you'll probably see changes within 10, unless we start in the second half.
Yeah,
wonderfully.
the team's coming out here, so we'll find out in just a second. Would you make any changes, Andy?
I'll give it 5-10 minutes. Then I'd say Ugarte, Garnacho, Xerxes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Tottenham coming out first. United's team not available yet. I wonder if it's
I wonder if they've had
punching up the telly job. Oh no, United were already out. Apologies. That just wasn't shown on TNT. So I think United were waiting for Tottenham. I wonder what Amram said at half time. And I wonder as well in big games, because have you seen the inside footage of like Ancelotti at half time and stuff? And he looks like he's like in a coffee shop somewhere. It's so chilled out. It's we need to do better than that. It's just so, and then it's Ronaldo and other players who are doing the G'ing up. I wonder if Amram's a scream in your face at half time guy, or if he's a sit there and lad, you're better than this kind of guy.
Well, I think Ancelotti likes to surround himself with big leaders and big personalities, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And delegate to them, whereas
he's the godfather after all, after what he's done last few years. Yeah, but
I think some of these probably need a rocket, which he's lost his rag a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, because you can understand it. It's like, look, half of you, he could be saying like half of you are going to be gone after tonight.
But if every time we play badly, Amrim's punching the telly up and screaming in people's faces, like it's going to have lost its effect at some point. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to.
No, but at what point?
Save that.
So if we're getting another manager, then
I don't think he'd have been going crazy after that.
So if these lot survive another manager, it's a cycle. It's a circle of life again, Lion King style, and the players survive again. No.
But he needs to show he's got the plan to turn it around in these games.
Yeah, he does. No subs at half time for either team. He's climbing a little bit there, but
yeah, he's given the foul for
has he?
Climbing thing again.
Has he? He's keen on that, this ref. Oh no, has he? Or is it throwing? No,
throwing.
yeah.
Right,
we're going to get Scotty back in, so cheers, Andy.
Okay.
We'll see you at the end of the game. What's your prediction now?
I can't call it. I'll take a 2-1 if we can.
Yeah, cheers,
we all
mate.
will.
We'll do a little bit of musical chairs here. Mason Mount, done well there. But the pass to Dorgu was just a bit much on him, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a bit choppy.
I feel like my glutes a bit tight.
Yeah, tensing. It's all the tensing.
Cramping.
You ordered the champagne, Joe?
Absolutely not, yeah. Worried about that. It's going to be waters for me, I think. Come on. Tough spot there, Hoyland, but I didn't do a lot, did he? Yeah, get up.
They'll be after it now.
Some of those where like he showed contact, but he's like lost the ball 2 seconds before it. Do you know what I mean? You know them ones. I hate when them fouls are given.
Yeah.
Like he's never getting on end of it anyway.
No, he did the right thing there.
Yeah.
Do with the ref on our side.
Not a great game, has he?
No, he's not. He's looked a little bit sluggish, Luke Shaw. I still don't think he's quite up to speed, you know. Yeah. Since coming back, good touch.
Game's not over. It never is against.
No. Do you think, we had the question before the game, does this feel like a European game or a Premier League game? What do you think, Scotty?
Feels like a Thursday night Carabao Cup game in the early rounds.
It does a bit, you know.
You're playing against a Pucky Tranmere.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like the greatest, two teams on the continent, though.
No. Or the 33rd and 34th
It's not a Champions League final.
In a second-rate competition.
Go on.
Okay, it's hard that. It's hard from there.
Just a bit.
Just behind him, innit?
Yeah, it's not. I don't know how you score from that.
No. The only way is if it flicks his eyebrows and just goes in at the back post.
It's not a heady chance, is it?
No, it's
the only issue going 1-0 down against these. I don't know if they'll
be
quite as high with the line.
kicking now.
Yeah. I don't mind that, though. I think if they don't play quite as high.
Yeah, because they're not suited to the real in the box defending.
And we're shit at being pressed. We're bad at playing out through the press. If they slow it down a bit, I'd be up for that. Casemiro nowhere near that, really, was he? Go on then, Rasmus. Go on, jump. Hold on. It's a foul. It is a foul.
It's about time. Someone needs to get booked now. There we go.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure it's a booking, though, is it?
No, maybe
I think
not.
it's for totting up. It's just.
Oh yeah. It was a bit soft. I don't think you get booked for that.
That's the same. Mazraoui, the foul Mazraoui did on the edge of our box. He's trying to go through Hoyland to win the header there, which you can't do.
I think there's probably just been a few,
and
he needs to get a grip of it.
Yeah, Romero's fouled him twice. Van der Ven's at least once. Obviously, we've just seen. I feel like they've gone, it's Hoyland, we can just fly through it.
Which is good to see, because, the refs, it's a bit of protection there, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Come on, decent ball.
Come on, Bruno, now.
Go on.
No, second chance.
I love the way the ball just always finds Maguire's head.
Like a magnet.
What are we giving here? Offside? Romero and Maguire getting at it there. Holding each other there.
He's just fallen to the ground and tried to pull him with him.
Nothing in that at all, is there?
It's not even remotely a foul.
No, what was it? Was it
shit to see?
Is that what? Did he give a foul? Was it that a foul or was it offside? Was it a foul?
I'm not sure.
It didn't look like a foul, did it? They're both just sort of being firm with each other, holding on to each other a little bit, but
it's such a jammy
for the
lead.
second ball, it's a shit goal to be losing
Awful.
by, innit? Yeah. It's Luke Shaw's hand as well.
And I think
Sums
Tottenham
up these two teams in a
any
season.
opportunity in the second half are going to try and...
It would be quite fitting,
Yeah,
wouldn't
if
it?
that's the goal.
They're going to try Atletico Madrid it.
What? Just counter-attack or sit back?
Yeah. Could have let that run out of play, surely.
It's alright. Win that. Ooh.
Unlucky.
It's not a bad attempt.
No. Just a bit more loft on it.
Press.
Well, the Mason Mount. That's unlucky there. Mount
Rushing them a little bit, which is good.
There. Fucking hell. There's so many fouls in this game have just been someone clattering into someone else. It's not like trips or pulls. It's just that constantly.
I think that's
must be what
a yellow
Tottenham.
card.
I think Tottenham.
I think so.
Yeah.
This
This has been
got
Tottenham's
zero
routine
chance of
the
getting to
whole
the ball.
time.
Rugby league.
It is though. That's what they've done, isn't it? They've got stuck into us and they've chucked us about a little bit, and I don't like that because they've got the physical advantage over us. Because a couple of yellow cards don't matter when everything that we try and do is getting fucking chucked onto the floor. It's a bit...
I think the annoying thing as well is just if they've decided to do that, if that's what resulted in a goal, you can almost go, yeah, fair enough. But for them to be doing this and that was the goal they got.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah, Tottenham have decided to go with a sort of banging physical approach, haven't they?
Cup final, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's
That's nice ball.
It's a little bit annoying that United can't.
Great ball.
Nearly.
Yeah.
Bit better.
You don't want a hospital pass with Romero.
Fucking hell. Yeah, he'll
down
make sure
on
you
you.
end up in the hospital, won't he?
No rush at all.
Don't want to see United.
It's good line breaking pass there from Bruno.
Yeah, and the pass to him was very good as well. Found some good space.
No, I
there,
mean
Bruno.
line. I was meant to try and say what you said. Line breaking pass to Bruno from
Right,
Dorgu.
Yeah, it was.
Because obviously people only talk about when receives the ball and he's got two men pressing him and he loses it.
Yeah. No, he did
And
well
everyone
there.
says
Good movement from Bruno. Well seen, well executed by Dorgu as well. Oh, that's just a hit and hope. We've got to win that. Fucking hell.
That was intentional.
He's fuck off.
Some touch that though.
It's
Fucking
going
off.
to be a horrible 40
I didn't think he was going to pluck it out of the sky like that.
This game is going to just drip away, innit? You're going to look at the clock and it'll be 65, then it'll be 75, and nothing's going to happen. It's just going to be this. Ball bouncing, bobbling, kick through
We need
the
to
air.
try and
The
get
difference
one.
is, though, Joe, we can see it. We can see what they're going to try and do. Or
Yeah.
sat here miles away, right? So if the players can't see that, the manager, then
But what do you do about? I don't know.
Control the game
It's
better.
hard though, isn't it? When every
When
time
you've got
there's
the ball,
a
they can't
50-50,
do
they're
that.
flying through you. I know,
Maguire
yeah.
up front.
But
It's going to come soon, isn't it?
It's offside. At times you need to put the ball in areas where the game is going to be on a knife edge, don't you? Through balls, balls into dangerous areas. If every time we do that, they're just accepting, we'll take the foul, we'll knock them over.
They'll play the ball on the ground a lot more than
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a tried and trusted thing, isn't it? If you knock them about a bit, it's hard to play good football. And they haven't tried to play football at all, Tottenham. That surprised me a little bit. Angie's known for this kind of high pressing, attacking style football. It's been relatively negative, aggressive stuff. That's all they've done. The ref needs to get his fucking... He's got lucky there, Casemiro. Keep the ball. Oh, well done, Rasmus. It's not the pass, is it? It needs to go out wide.
I feel like in that little hole, I want to see Xerxes just that can take the ball and turn and carry it. And
just got hope because he's not played in a while.
Is he going to be there?
Is he going to look slow?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not the quickest player.
He looked like someone that needed the run of games to get up to speed. So I don't know if he's almost reset.
It took him 6 months to get there in the first place, didn't it? Yeah, so 10 minutes has gone in this half, and what's happened? Has any, you know what I mean? It's been a non-event so far. We've not got the ball near them. They've not got the ball near us. It's just been kicks and fouls. How many bookings? We'll see in a second how many bookings Tottenham have got. Is it just one or is it a couple?
Van der Ven.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be it. Oh, that's shite.
You have to make sure the passes get to the man.
That was slightly high.
Stephen Doyle
got 40 minutes left, man.
Yeah, at least probably. Whoa. Steve Doyle says we're 1-0 down in the European final. Stop playing 5 at the back with 2 wing backs that can't effing attack. Mother of Christ, it's the same all season.
That ball wasn't really on.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Not gonna get that.
No, that's unfortunate.
I don't think he fell on purpose, Highlander.
That's
See,
not a foul. That's not a foul.
But it's a fucking booking there. He's picked the ball up then, Red.
He needs to be booked.
So you've got a booking then, haven't you? Because he's gone down and he's grabbed the ball.
Richarlison's going to be doing that all game.
Is he not booking him for that? How is he not booked him for that? He's fallen over and picked the ball up.
It just gives him one to do in the future now.
Like, if that's not a foul, you can't fall over and grab the ball. Fucking just...
How is that a throw in the other way?
We need a way to break through whatever the fuck this is. Because at the minute, the game's just going to disappear in front of our eyes, isn't it? You can't possibly tell from that angle what happened.
I look like our throwing, but they'll say I'm biased.
Dave Lewis. I like this as a joke. Just quit my job in the healing factory. I refuse to be spoken to in that voice. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with the game, but just a little joke there to brighten the mood from Dave.
That's a foul. You
Can we
can't
get
just
some
keep
fucking
breaking
yellow
the
cards
fucking
out, ref?
play up like this.
Van der Ven's the only person that's been booked.
Being roughed up, innit?
They've made 18 fouls, Tottenham.
You can't have one yellow card to 18 fouls.
fouls.
It's madness.
That's a fucking booking!
No, man.
Cheating bastard!
Ange got to take him off him. Hopefully he doesn't. Because he's a walking red card him.
He might take him off now he's been booked. This is clearly the directive from
that
Ange, though. This is exactly what they wanted.
That is a cheap.
And the way that we can use this against
Cheap
him is
yellow.
by getting a goal. Because then you will start seeing red cards and yellow cards. Once it starts being seen as petulant, rather than aggression, then the cards will start flowing. If
And
we
I still
score,
think they've got no
they
foot in
might
the game.
crumble Tottenham. No, they haven't. Tottenham haven't got a foot in the game. Oh, do you mean Tottenham or do you mean us?
Tottenham, they've not started playing, so they need to play all of a sudden. You know,
all they've done is this.
Neither have we.
No, I get that, and we are struggling as well. But Tottenham, all they seem to be doing is just booting us. That's a good cross.
Roughing
That.
up.
Go on, go on.
Oh, fucking hell! Spilled. Vicario spilled that.
I don't even know.
He
What
did.
the
He just
fuck
went straight
happened there.
through.
Vicario's been shit so far.
Chance.
There was a chance. What happened?
Oh, Euro's got there before him, so it's not like a spill. Like
right,
Euro just got his foot on it. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good save actually from Vicario. He doesn't know anything about it, but that's a great cross. Unlucky. Yeah, if we get a goal, you can imagine this. Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah, they are defending like it's the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they'll get nervy, innit?
Yeah.
That's why, when it's 1-0 down, I feel like if we score one, they'll probably shit bricks.
Yeah, sometimes it can be an advantage, can't it?
Yeah.
It's like you were saying, about if they haven't really sort of stamped in a style
When
of
they
play.
need to, yeah. It's,
So it's Luke Shaw there, centre back.
as you say, it sounds like they're already in holding on mode. Oh, that's brilliant.
Mason Mount. Bloody hell.
Unlucky. He did so well there. Brilliant.
Snapped his ankle in half trying to keep that, and he did well there. Throw into Tottenham.
Right, big.
Does well here. There's 3 men round him. Little feint, drag, and then this here.
Look. That's the that's them biomechanics, isn't it?
Yeah. Go on, win that. Bit of time there, bit of time.
Go on, you got to drive. You got to drive.
He's one man within. Ooh, go down!
Oh, I think he wanted to, but I don't think he could sell it.
No, not far off though, was it?
Go on, Euro.
Out wide.
Wide again. Wide again. Wide again.
Could you have done it straight away?
Oh, fuck off!
They're panicking these though. Already.
It does feel like stoppage time,
Well,
doesn't it?
Because
if we get a goal, honestly, I really think they'll struggle.
There's a long time to be playing the way that they're playing.
Yeah, see that there, with not even a challenge.
Yeah.
Who's in the middle now? No one's there to cross to. No one's there. Rasmus!
Go on. He's just on his.
We've made 150 more passes than them. They've only made 90 something passes the whole game.
I feel like it was going to be like that. Their midfield's like just powerhouses, isn't it, meant for running. There's not really that much like culture in there.
The detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you lose Maddison.
I don't know, because the game state now obviously is.
And they're going to they're going to shit it as well, aren't they? Let's be honest, because they're not used to this. And anyone in a cup final starts to shit it a little bit. So we have to take advantage of that. We need to get a goal. We need to get the next goal, obviously.
You want to start seeing Garnacho in some of them positions that Mason Mount's picking up.
Yeah. Who's he got here? Well done. Good turn, Mason. Go on.
Oh, give me words now. No foul.
It's not a foul.
They're just hoofing it now, these.
Yeah, we need to get a goal here because we've got a bit of...
Fucking stupid mistake.
Every time!
Is that Bruno?
Yeah.
Fuck, he's on
Dorgu before. Bruno, no, Mount before, sorry. Bruno after. That's the foul. Is he giving it? He's not.
Does he give a goal kick?
Well played, lads.
Amazing. Love to see that.
We've had a lot of favourable refereeing decisions. I mean,
unless that was...
I feel like every 50-50 decision has gone our way.
That's just a booking, isn't it?
Oh.
He's got nowhere near that Dorgu.
Foul.
Yeah. Oh, great touch.
That's
down the line.
heritage.
Well done.
Go on.
Go on, Ahmed. Go on.
I feel like first time was better there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Go on.
Lucky Bruno.
Fuck.
Shit.
Just getting one off if you could there.
Shit. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, for fucking hell.
Oh, Christ.
Thank goodness. Touch from Johnson. Well
Thank
done.
goodness.
Oh, well done.
Oh my God.
We got away with that there.
Yeah,
We got away.
game
Solanke's second touch there.
I don't know if it was the pass.
I thought he could.
It's not an easy pass.
No,
I think it's just. I think
because you've got to take the pace off it.
I think Solanke's just.
Solanke's looks slow there.
Yeah.
Slow. They're all getting stuck into Hoyland. Look.
Oh, you got to change this now, Ruben. Jesus.
Hammer him. Wildly throwing his arms up there. I can imagine if Postecoglou took his shirt off, his body would be entirely covered in nicotine patches. Can you? Like, just the whole thing, just no spare space whatsoever on his entire torso. God, this is horrible. Well done, Casemiro. We need to turn this into actual balls into the box and chances, because we've not really done that, have we? They've done a good job, Tottenham, of keeping the game here rather than 15 yards further back. Hold on. Get back on. Maguire.
Just make sure we're ready for countering it.
Yeah, exactly. Euro cuts inside, nice. Oh, lovely run. Go down. Oh, well
nice,
done, well done. He's not injured,
go.
is he?
No.
He's holding his hamstrings
He's
there.
okay.
Go,
I
gadget
think he
legs.
just got a bit of a...
Can't tell. It's not
No
a foul.
foul.
Yeah, now he almost squirmed away from him there.
Yeah.
They're going to try and take that throw in about 20 yards further up, I think.
Inside our half.
Yeah.
The problem is we're trying to score a goal against teams who are playing a low block, whereas we bagged loads against Lyon, but they were playing quite open football because they needed the goals as well.
Yeah.
But this has been a problem all season.
Okay, now how far has he taken that throw in?
No, exactly.
Got to do something now.
Fuck's sake, get the ball. Fucking hell, United.
It's alright, man.
They're probably going
big
to have
half.
a spell, Tottenham, in this half as well, aren't they?
Yeah, big
And
half an hour.
Can we?
We cannot concede.
No, get through that.
Got to make some subs now. Like.
Yeah, see, I told you this is coming.
Yeah. Ref's making a big show that he's pausing his watch here. Richarlison's down on the deck.
What a wank.
Saying he's done.
Oh, fuck off! I'm having that!
I think I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a planned substitution and it just I'll go down for a bit. You will get it all now, won't you?
Yeah.
Amram just chatting to Casemiro. He's not coming off, is he?
Still feeling confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. We're going to get at least one opportunity, aren't we? I just want to see the subs sooner or later. It's how the players don't react to this sort of behaviour, though, isn't it? Because it's easiest to get sucked into it and sort of lose your style of play because you're frustrated with what they're doing. You know what they're going to do. There's sun coming on now.
Be on the bloody pitch.
That's one yellow card down.
Yeah. The thing is, if he brings Xerxes on, he's going to have to play the whole game then, isn't it? If it goes to extra time penalties. That might be a task too much. But if you wanted to save the game, you need to make...
That's a foul.
I just like it. I prefer his link-up plays a lot better than Hoyland's with the 10s.
Yeah, it's just how fit he is, as you say, isn't it? But I feel like
I'll push Bruno.
it suits this a bit.
I'll push Bruno up or something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, another 10 minutes has just gone by, hasn't it, with nothing really happening.
Bloody hell, it's sick.
Well done.
Go on, Dorgo.
He's been really good today, Dorgo.
Early.
Crowded. Wonderful.
Yeah, ref loves
What are you
the
doing?
card,
Yeah,
man.
good. Good. What is he
trying to
fucking
stop
doing?
the
Yeah,
clock.
he is. He's it's Basuma, isn't it? He's trying to...
It's foul,
Son
100%.
trips him and then Basuma sort of stands over him and is pushing him, stopping him taking it early. You can't do that. Picks the ball up, or tries to. Picks him up. It's not much actually, is it?
Like it's
Again, it's
easy yellow.
Yeah.
You don't have much midfield depth as well, so maybe Archie Gray maybe.
Shite in it. Oh!
Go on.
Go on! Oh my God!
Twat!
Fuck's sake.
You lucky fucker.
I tell you how bad that free kick was to get that opportunity.
The fucking goalie for them is desperate to shit himself, isn't he?
No, he's trying to help us out, isn't he? Fuck.
Absolutely
no foul.
desperate
That's
to
Not a
give us
foul.
goal.
There's nothing there.
You lucky bastard.
Wow.
It's a shocking free kick. It's just straight to him, and he's unlucky there, Rasmus.
Yeah.
What was that?
Fucking
Van der Ven.
Porro, wasn't it?
Or
Was it
Porro,
Van der
is it?
Ven?
Van der Ven.
It comes off his face.
It's a good header. He doesn't do anything wrong at all, does he? It's just a fucking...
With your weak foot as well, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good clearance.
Yeah. It's in that bit where he would have wanted though, innit? So he can throw himself. It was always
He doesn't do
tricky to get
anything
enough
wrong
on the header from
unless I mean, obviously, you just gotta hope it goes somewhere else. And yeah, he does nothing wrong at all there, Hoyland.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Xerxes coming on.
20 minutes. Who's coming on? Xerxes.
Sounds right.
Who do you think? Straight swap Hoyland, or do we think that's?
Yeah, I think so.
Has to be.
Unless
Mainu,
Ugarte
Anagate.
as well. 3 changes.
Wholesale
big
changes.
Is Garnacho as well?
Yeah.
He should have made these about 10 minutes ago, to be honest.
Hold on.
No.
Vicario's shitting his pants though. That's good. Hold on, Maguire.
It's never a handball.
No, it's his face.
Nice.
Right, come on.
Who's he got here?
No, go back. Go back.
Just got to hold on to it until Mount arrived there, didn't he?
It's a set piece day, innit?
I know. It is. Make sure you leave Casemiro.
It's not been a high quality match, this, has it?
Which is surprising considering the league positions of the team.
You can see why the both teams are where they are. Yeah?
To see how good we've been all season, I'm surprised. Yeah. A few times we've had those balls down the line on, but we're not.
I don't know about that. Get rid. Like.
Good decision.
Too much. Win that.
Don't know. Oh, looky there. He's on a yellow card. I'm careful.
Oh, here we go.
Right.
So many fouls in this game, isn't there?
20 minutes left.
27 fouls so far in this.
Ahmad.
Who's coming off? It's going to be Ahmad, isn't it? Yeah, I think he's walking off. Hoyland's going off for Xerxes first of all. Who else is coming off? Probably Mount, isn't it? Hoyland off for Xerxes. Mount off for Garnacho. Then what? Going to be a bit of a rework, innit? It's just those
I
two.
think someone mentioned Ugarte. The commentator did. I thought he was coming on,
Garnacho,
but no.
yeah,
No
no
Ugarte.
Ugarte. So it's just those two for now.
Might be better playing just one game a week.
Fuck off. we can talk like that in the start of August. For now, we need to win this.
Nice.
Good touch.
Great little touch.
Good touch. Some men at the back post here.
Oh my fucking god.
That's a good cross. You know what? We had
I
men
feel like
in the
he,
box.
I feel like he snatched at that with the header.
Look, both of their centre backs fucked off to try and get Xerxes there.
I feel
We
like
literally had
he could have.
a 3-on-2 in the box.
I feel like he could have
3 on
used his
1,
feet.
yeah.
I don't know why he stooped. I think he thought he was under more pressure from a defender than he was.
He could have took a touch if he wanted.
Big chance.
Best opportunity.
Yeah, it was. Good sign as well with Xerxes' touch there, taking out their whole central defence. Tottenham, I do think, honestly, one goal, I think this whole thing turns around. Because they're just they're so aggressive and forward, Tottenham. I think that can easily spill into being reckless if we get a goal. Like there.
And they're only going to get more nervous, aren't they? We
Romero
just
and Van de Ven both left their area to try and get the ball off Xerxes. And one good touch, they weren't in the picture for when
Just need to
we
stay
crossed
composed now.
Right, let's have a look at the updated odds.
20 minutes then, innit? 20 minutes.
written all over it.
It's got Harry Maguire in the box
It has
fucking last
United
15
10 to 1
minutes.
to win it in 90 minutes now. Tottenham 4 to 9 with Betfred, tonight's sponsors. If you want to put that bet on, obviously, it's 15 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go. Garnacho, ball clips in. Vicario hold on to that one. But yeah, Tottenham big favourites now. And make sure you are 18 plus, of course, if you want to use Betfred, and be gamble aware as well. As Garnacho, decent. And you know what? He did well there, Garnacho. It's a good block from Porro, but it looked dangerous. Tried to get a ball in the box. Can't argue with that. Xerxes making his presence felt. What was his injury, Xerxes? Do you remember?
hamstring. I think, wasn't it?
I think that's what I thought it might
pulled his
have,
hamstring, yeah.
That's a foul, ref.
Play on, play on.
Nice touch. What do you get, Xerxes?
Threatening. Pass the Dorgu.
Fucking hell.
Keep Vicario's suspecting him.
Well done, Garnacho. Good
Well
stuff.
done.
Looking dangerous. Test this fucker.
Yeah.
And that should be. It's a decent effort, but
It's not convincing
That's
at all, is it?
Save, or has he made that look hard, though? Because on that second one.
Well, I could have easily gone into the net there. He's cut it here.
yeah.
It's not very convincing, is it? It's very narrow.
Come on, United.
Come on.
20.
Free kick, corner to United. Come on. Decent. Headed away by Tottenham. Ahmad back out to Bruno. Trying to find the 1-2.
Nice.
Hammered into the box. Past his
Oh,
man.
well done. It's tricky one.
Was it Porro again?
Yeah.
He's been good, Porro, hasn't he?
Spurs' asses are going to start going now.
Yeah, like mine already has. Oh.
Yeah, say 20 minutes. It's more enough time against the. I feel like they crumble if we score, you know.
Yep.
Go on,
Sure.
Luke Shaw.
You just get a shot off or
Redemption.
something. Handball, ref.
No chance.
Right, why look at Bruno?
It's a good ball, that.
That's a bad touch, that Bruno.
It's not the right pass.
In trouble. I mean, it's two.
Good Dorgu there. You
Good tackle. Good tackle.
Oh, Dorgu's had a game.
Brilliant from Dorgu.
Had a game in, man.
Absolutely brilliant, that.
Out wide.
Absolutely chewed up Huminson there. Because that could have been game over. That it was a 3-on-3, and Dorgu just saves it. That's a foul.
It's a penalty.
Foul.
It's in the box.
It's outside.
No.
Outside.
Can't
go kick.
Not giving anything. Oh, what's that? That looked like.
It was a foul.
Has he got the
but
ball?
It was outside the box.
Surely that's a foul. Dorgu's fantastic here.
Yeah.
I need to. Why are we? It's
That's
a foul.
fucking foul, ref.
It's a foul, but
Of course, it's a foul. It's just obvious.
In a game of.
That's so hard to not give.
Yeah,
Like, that's
just-
crazy.
he's been given, what
In
is
the
it,
context of this
30
game where you've been given
fouls.
free kicks for anything.
He's literally given 28 fouls so far.
Makes no sense. Just a weird decision.
What do you think you've seen there?
I don't know.
That's
He's
crazy.
just slid next to him. Maybe he hasn't stopped the run into the box, but I don't know. Or maybe he thinks because Luke Shaw's kicked it away, it don't matter. But
Bizarre.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I agree.
Oh, fucking hell.
What are you expecting last 15 minutes, Guy?
More attack, more clear opportunities. I think we've only had one in nearly 80 minutes, and that was Fernandez's header. I just don't want to run out of time, really.
Yeah.
I think there's been the positives with the changes. Garnacho's been great since to come on. Some nice movement from Xerxes. You've sucked.
I think he was trying to hit Garnacho then.
Who's that?
Casemiro, yeah.
Oh. See, I don't like seeing stuff like that. It just gets it's a bit panicked. Like you've got them where you want them. Just be patient. Don't be trying stuff like that.
There's Danso coming on for Brennan Johnson.
That's probably a change of formation. Probably matching up with us now.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, probably.
Go on.
I think
he did touch it.
I
seen the
absolutely
touchdown.
horrendous goal.
Bye.
I think he does get the second touch there, Johnson. Fucking hell. I don't think he was in front of it, or one he was marking someone else. Come on. What have we got now? 15 minutes to go. This game's just disappeared, hasn't it? Proper cup final, this shit game. Just who can win it? Doesn't even matter or anything else. Come on, lads.
I think we've got at least a chance left.
Yeah. At least one. Should be enough time for a couple, really.
I just don't think Spurs are built to do the whole. Do you know what I mean? We sit in and defend the penalty area.
Yeah, it's not their style,
It's
is
not
it?
really
But yeah.
And the heritage is just to bottle things. So
You just think one goal.
I'm trying to manifest. I don't.
Yeah. Well, in Yara.
Go on.
He's got in some good areas, Yara.
Because even looking at the penalty box.
These little clips, though, innit? That's all. That's literally all we've been reduced to for the second half is winger with the ball on the edge of the 18-yard box, back to the midfielder, cross from the half
They've
space.
got nowhere to go though, have they? So at least it's coming back.
Yeah. Well, that's our ball.
Well done, Mazza.
Because like, if you cross it now, look, I don't really.
No.
I feel like we're outnumbered in there, and we haven't got a natural like.
No.
You can only think of Casemiro, innit?
And he's not in the box.
Like
He's
sneaking
the one
in.
doing the crossing most of the time.
I feel like him ghosting in's our best bet.
Yeah.
On those
Set
crosses.
Maguire on the ball. Fucking hell, I feel sick now.
It's bad, innit? But I really feel like I just want to see Maguire in
15 minutes.
Yeah. These crosses.
Well, now there's a bit of space here.
15
Go on.
minutes.
Ahmad. Mazraoui cuts it back. Oh, I thought he'd head it in. Constant pressure from United now. Great cross. Unlucky.
Yeah, fucking hates in that box, man.
That's a really good cross from Yoro.
Go on.
Bruno.
Still a match winner. Still a match winner, lad.
Garnacho cuts it back. No one there. So many Tottenham players in it.
I hope we equalise, and I hope it's equally shit as well.
Yeah.
Ricocheted off 6 people. Come on.
Garnacho. Oh, it's a heavy touch.
Oh,
Fucking
touch.
hell, come on.
You can't.
No foul, well done. I don't fucking get spun either.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
It's okay, we're all right.
Well done,
there.
Mazraoui. Great tackle.
Great tackle.
Yoro just absolutely galloping forward again.
Right, look.
So we're not going for those passes, are we, those risky ones. Yoro's got better and better as the game's gone on, hasn't he?
Fucking shit. He's had such a bad game.
He's had a stinker, hasn't he?
Such a bad game.
Fucking know it.
Dallo.
Mainu. Dallo.
Dallo's coming on.
Who for Mazraoui, do you think?
Probably, yeah.
Still got
Just for that
10
pace with.
Yeah, it's not been Bruno's day, has it?
Bruno's been
Still
terrible.
got time.
Yeah. Ages if you're a Tottenham fan watching this now, because the way they're playing, it's just got to be hopeful we get that chance. It's mad, isn't it? Because we've not missed much.
No. Oof.
Fucking hell.
Casemiro with a heavy one there, but good touch by Yoro. Come on!
Go at him now.
Come on. One goal. That's all we fucking need. One goal. That's not great.
Is it necessary to play that pass? It's
Simple stuff at this stage, isn't it?
Yeah, well done. He's read him there, Yoro. He knew Udogie wanted that second ball, and Yoro's just read him. Brilliant. Who's the option? Mainu?
possibly.
I think I'd made him and Ugarte warmed up as well. But obviously, I
don't know
think
what Ugarte
they hold
brings
off. I
now.
think because they're thinking extra time as well, maybe.
Just get the ball here and then whip it into
One player in the box. Like,
there's no point getting the ball.
There'll have to be a bit of quality here, you know.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think we have someone just to tag Casemiro in the box, maybe.
I do think that time's coming for Maguire because you
got to.
you can't keep getting in these positions,
And
looking up
having no
and
one
seeing
and
one
no one-
player in the
no.
box. It's like
And they've
we're in
got
trouble here. They've got a
5 or
lot of
6
players
there.
forward. Oh, brilliant!
Well
Well
done,
done,
Joshua
Xerxes.
It's not a foul!
What?
Oh, it's a fucking tackle him.
Fuck it, anyway.
How is that a yellow card?
Bruno, shut your fucking cake hole. You have no right to complain, you fucking prick.
Alright, Andy.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
chill out a bit, mate. Come on. Fucking hell. Why? It looked like he won the ball there, didn't it? What's the booking here?
Clearly wins the ball.
I mean, I don't. Xerxes getting booked for knocking the ball there. Who's this? Do you think Mazraoui for Dallo or Dallo's on for
Yeah,
Mazraoui? It is, yeah.
Mazraoui
He looks knackered, to be
Makes
fair.
sense. Straight swap, really, innit, Mazraoui?
Just blowing.
Yeah.
Pissed as well.
It just takes the pressure off. Man, he's not given that free kick on Shaw, and he gives that with a booking.
I don't understand that.
He's been a bit shy at the ref tonight. Not been loads of big decisions, obviously, but
No.
just these little things.
It's been a really physical game, hasn't it, from Tottenham in particular. they've decided to just kick us about, and it's worked. You can't argue with it, really. If they get one more, it's over.
Oh my God.
That looked like it was it
for a second there.
When the ball just kept bouncing there, Danso at the back post.
Come on, lads, let's get one chance.
Bloody hell, that 5 minutes has just flown by, hasn't it?
That's what I mean. This whole half has flown
Dissipating.
by. We just keep getting the ball in the same areas, and we don't know what to do with it.
Still think we got another chance coming, man.
Hold on, Xerxes. It's a foul. Book him then. Book him then. Right,
Go
get
on.
everyone in the fucking
On
box.
Maguire's head.
Box.
On
Get
Maguire's
Maguire in
head.
the box now.
Maguire's head. Maguire's head.
Straight at the keeper.
Oh, I think someone's just gone over in the box.
To be injured. Fuck yeah.
Tripped over his own keeper.
Fucking poisonous Sunday. Let's go. Fucking poison. Fuck off, you bellend.
Casemiro is just too much of a challenge from Bentancur there. Luckily, I don't think this is that one, is it? Fucked it.
Gotta believe. Doggy's sleeping a bit there, man.
Put a fucking shift in, and he's probably knackered. Come on. Win that.
Go on.
Good touch. Go in the
Go on,
box. Drive
Xerxes.
into the box.
Go on, Xerxes. Go on, Xerxes. Oh.
Better.
We need to get some players in the fucking box now, don't we?
Yeah, Maguire's up front now, basically.
Yeah, good. Someone that we can actually cross the wall to. There's a chance. It's too deep, lads.
Too deep, man.
Really is. Shaw's delivery's not been good, has it?
No, it's not at all.
Romero's really
Romero's
doing his thing, isn't he?
Romero's itching to be sent off.
Yeah.
Against Maguire.
Absolute dickhead.
Do you know what? Just with the way
He's
this
all
game's
over him
gone
there.
and the way
He's
this referee's
absolutely
been,
all over
I can see
Maguire
4 minutes of added time.
Well, whoever it is, Van der Ven's all over him. I don't know if he's saying something as he goes past there, Romero. Oh God, it's just fucking drifting away, innit?
Kill the game.
Been after him now, isn't it?
Walk away, I reckon. Swat ain't worth a wank.
Yeah, Romero's fucking loving this now, isn't he? Fucking knew this would happen, you know.
They're gonna play on it.
Oh, that's just so soft compared
He's
to some
gonna
of the
have
stuff
to.
we've seen. It really is. It's madness, isn't it? Do you know what?
I don't think
That's
it's a foul.
barely even a foul.
He doesn't do anything.
He's not.
does he?
He's fine, by the way.
I fucking knew this was gonna happen.
He's not hurt, by the way.
Fucking joke. He should have come in ages ago.
Yeah.
Probably.
What's the point? Colby
Mainu coming on.
to go.
I wonder how much time we'll get here. I think it should be about 10 minutes.
It's gonna be it's
About 8 minutes
It's
or something.
6 minimum, innit?
Yeah.
Or 5 minimum.
I think 7.
Up to 10.
I think it should be more than 6. Yeah, I think I'd be looking. They've wasted so much time.
I don't even think we're gonna get a chance, you know.
No.
We've not got the ball in the box and fucking on someone's head in 15 minutes.
They've been so shite as well. This is the heartbreaking to lose to this.
Teams
To
don't-
lose
teams-
to this.
Teams don't have to play well.
No.
I say it all the time.
Yeah.
I say it too. I think the amount of games I've watched teams beat us or get results against us, and they've not had to play well in the
They've not-
slightest. It's
Tottenham
just
haven't had to do anything tonight. They've literally just kicked us about a bit and got a lucky goal, and that's it. That's it.
Keep your head, come on. I mean, this is a lot of time to be added on here because, I mean, this is 3 minutes in itself
Yeah.
just before we started this conversation.
Yeah. They're taking their fucking piss here, aren't they?
Mm. Ange, always win your trophy.
Yeah. Dog,
Still,
you're off
come
the
on.
main. The game's been. The game hasn't happened for fucking 3 minutes. They're not going to add all this on, though, are they? How much have we got? We don't even know yet.
8 minutes.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
I think more than that.
Got to be at least.
I think.
I know
close-
Europe.
I think 3 minutes.
I know Europe
there.
are not as kind.
That's ridiculous. We've wasted 3 there.
7 minutes. Got 7 minutes, lads.
Fucking.
I just don't see it. I don't see it at all.
No, I'm struggling to see it.
Why is he stopping the game for something irrelevant in stoppage time?
What is the point?
Amarin probably.
Lindelof. Great.
Sit Lindelof, bro.
Sit down, you silly prick. You're ruining it for him.
Just killing the time. Fucking Linda soft.
I think he's not happy about the time added on, was he?
Yeah. Lost her. Lost her a bit, haven't we? Still got time.
Come on.
Still time.
Still enough time, man. One more
Just
chance.
need some good balls in the box now. Go on, Nacho. Right, now get with him. Get with him.
Oh, Jed Spence, tough matchup.
Look at the low. Look at the low. The easy position.
It was a good idea. Ganacho was in between the lines there.
Quick outside.
Ganacho on the top.
Oh.
Maguire. Go on.
Corner.
Goal kick.
Maguire gets on the end of every single cross. You just about whether he.
Yeah.
It's just about whether he fucking does something with it, man. Yeah.
We would have been better off just sticking Maguire up front 35 minutes ago and just long ball.
Five minutes left, lad. Don't worry.
Someone needs to give him a fucking word there. You've got
No,
to
foul. Don't foul.
Twat. You absolute
You're
twat.
asking, you just-
We're not even going to get a fucking shot away. It's done.
Yeah.
We're not even going to get another fucking shot. They'll take a minute and a half here. We'll get the ball up one more time, pump it into the goalkeeper's hands, and that'll be it. The last fucking 30 minutes has just disappeared. And they've had 2 bookings, is that right?
Yeah.
Still believe. Come on.
Yeah, always.
5 minutes left.
I'm
Johnny
struggling.
Evans.
I'm struggling to believe at the minute. Johnny Evans has been booked.
Didn't see Yara for a second.
Come on, lads. Yeah, corner or something. A chance to get people up.
We've got an overload there.
Yeah. Quickly.
It's got to be quicker.
Kobe making a good run there, dragging man. It's a decent cross. Too close.
Jesus.
It's a good ball though. Fucking hell.
And then he does that.
Go on.
Oh,
that's a great ball.
That
That's
was a
the-
great
yeah.
ball. What's happened there?
I felt like that was the chance.
Yeah, it did. Come on. Probably 4 minutes.
More of that.
3 or
We've
4.
got 3 minutes
Spurs
left.
look heavy leg there as well, man. What the
Same
hell?
again.
Oh Christ!
That was a
risky
touch.
there.
That pass into him, no. Fuck me.
Out to Garnacho.
Fuck off, Bruno. Wing it.
Well done.
I thought no way is he gonna shoot there.
That's a shit. It's all right.
Right. Still got it. Come on,
Go.
get something away.
Go.
Don't shoot.
No, I don't mind it.
Oh, you
I mean, if you're gonna shoot, you've got to really get your body through it. He just lofted it, didn't he? You worry that's it.
Stop crying, you fucking out. Fuck you off.
Now they get to just be physical and athletic and win headers, don't they? We've got to beat them.
You feel like you really wasted that first half.
It's got to be 8 minutes, and it was a whole fucking minute wasted with the Lindelof.
This guy's going to go 6:45.
Come on. No fouls here, well done. I fucking knew this would happen, you know. All week I felt like we were fucking losing this. Well done.
Good,
That's right.
good header.
Back to him, back to him.
Back to him.
Crossed his on.
What have you got?
Big
It's a bit
deal.
lofty.
And what? Penalty!
Penalty! Penalty!
This is it. We got.
I don't know, man.
We'll have a look.
I'm just worried that the players don't look very. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a pen. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck you, what was that?
Like, it's not been. You know, like sometimes you can tell with the players.
Just get it in.
Wing it, wing it, wing it. Skid him.
Maguire's head.
Go on. Good! Oh, fucking hell.
That's it.
Bunch of twats.
Who was that?
Luke Shaw, I think. That's it.
Get one more in.
Great ball, good touch.
Go on.
Hit it.
You're gonna have to. You're just gonna have to have a twat at it. Corner ball.
It's come off Dalla.
I know, but
I thought that'd come off Dalla. I was shit scared.
have we got it?
Nice chance to leave.
It's not great.
Yeah, it was right aim, wasn't it?
Sure, it's too close to him, innit? Too close to him.
They'll back us from a corner. This will be it.
Too close.
Bananas up.
Ah well.
Might as well be.
Anything's a bonus here.
Yeah.
It's rightfully going to the 8th minute though. Go on. Go on. Oh,
That's it.
It's game over. There we go.
Side netting. That's going to do it, innit?
Can't believe it. To go like this. Oh, talk.
It's going to be in it.
Going straight
Kick the
away,
ball
won't
there and that's game over. Game over. We've lost. Fucking hell. Just a fucking absolute bodge of a game on it. Tottenham got the goal. United just couldn't break them down after that. Fucking nightmare night. Any words, Scotty?
No, I think defeats are easier to take, aren't they, when you're sort of dominated by the opposition, but to lose the final in the manner we did by sort of freakish lucky goal that they got in the first half, and then they followed that with, which was more just sort of like stopping play, wasn't attractive football the way they won the game, but it's cup football and they win the game. It's frustrating from a United fan's point of view is that we were creating chances in the last 10 minutes when we could have done that earlier on in the game. We had the personnel to do that. We made the substitution too late in my eyes. Shit. There you go, there's a word. Shit.
Absolutely shit. I mean, fucking losing to fucking Tottenham, man. They're just it's all. This season has culminated and just been turned into the most embarrassing poison you can possibly imagine. Not only are we absolutely awful in the league, and not only have we lost against, shit teams along the way, including Tottenham in the Carabao, you then get to a final and lose to the only team in English football that can't fucking win a trophy no matter what. That's just, it's the cruelest and shittest season you can possibly imagine.
And it is Villa at the weekend, isn't it? So it's probably going to be 17th.
Probably. Probably, yeah. Ronnie?
Well, it can't get much worse. Game, no quality in it. And it's mad because Ange chose the final. Ange chose the final to fucking go ultra pragmatic. I know we had a bulk of we had all of the football, all the chances in the second half, but I think that was obviously aided by Spurs coming out second half and just basically saying we hold what we have. But I just tired of losing games where it feels like the other team doesn't really have to do much to beat us.
So 3 shots to Tottenham, 1 shot on target in that game.
I don't know.
And the only shot they had on target was from a foot out.
Honest to God,
because the ball hit Luke Shaw's hand and bounced towards the goal.
Honest to God, maybe the football gods just looked at us. To be fair, but Tottenham have been awful this season as well.
Absolutely awful.
I don't know. I don't know really to say. Really, it's just disappointing.
We'll be back in
nightmare season.
A few minutes. We'll go through the game completely, exactly what's gone on, what this means for Aaron, what this means for Manchester United. I mean, the unthinkable has happened, and United have lost to Tottenham in the Europa League final, the first trophy in 16 years for Tottenham. Another unthinkably bad season for Manchester United. 16th place minimum, or at best, should I say. And we've lost the Europa League final to Tottenham. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, stay where you are. We'll be here for the post-match review. Go through all of that. We'll hear from Andy Tate as well. Cheers, lads. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining us at home. We'll see you in a bit.